Alright. That should be good to go. That should be good to go indeed. More Wind Waker. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game, actually. Kind of exciting, the end of the game. Was it the Greeks or the Romans that believe eating the hearts of slain foes was to gain their power? I would assume, and if it's wrong, do flog me for it. But that sounds like the Greeks. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? How are you doing, Cobalt? Thank you for coming in, right? And on a 7-month subscribing streak. Thank you so much. That is a long time. Actually, Zareth, I think unfortunately you are second. But we can pretend you're first if you want. Would that make you feel better about yourself? There's subscribed. 9 months. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you so much, Zareth. Wow, you guys. That's a lot of support. I feel warm inside. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? Happy Thursday, everybody. How was everybody's Memorial Day? Yes? No? Memorial Day? What do we write about? Whether or not the Greeks ate the hearts of their foes in order to gain their strength. That is what we're trying to figure out what we're right about. Heyo, hype train! You do not have to add to the hype train, but it is indeed a... I've never had one of those before, actually. Hello, hype train. Yes, we'll be inactive in chat Overwatch. You have to tell us what you're doing, though. You have to tell us what you're doing, though. So, very exciting. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome back. We're going to be playing a little bit more Wind Waker. We're almost done. Almost completely done with it, from what I understand. This is going to be more like heart hunting and talking about just stuff. I don't know if we're going to go on to the Wind Temple. I'm not sure how much video game we have left, in all actuality. I'm not sure how much we have. But it's pretty exciting. You've been killing in a Sierra for the past couple days, but you're going to do some more Mystery Heroes tonight? That sounds very fun. I sure hope there's no water in this one. Yeah, there was too much water in the last one. Straight up just too much water. So hopefully this one will have less water. Let's actually get off the title screen here, shall we? Let's get off this title screen. Let me pull up the actual stream manager. Yeah, here we are. Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, guys. How are you? How is everyone doing? I want to know. I want to know. What is everybody up to? We have one Overwatcher who is watching while overwatching. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing a little bit more Wind Waker, which should probably be obvious. You know, I was thinking about what's going to come next because we're pretty much almost done with this game. Wait. We're on outset. Guys, we're on outset. You know what that means? I'm doing some light Stellaris, trying to get your sleep fixed for tomorrow. What do you got going on tomorrow? Are you gonna go to bed? If you need to go to sleep, that is totally okay. But what do you have planned for tomorrow? Hi, is this Sue Bell? Hi, Sue Bell. I'm pretty sure that's Sue Bell. I think we need to go from up, right? Am I remembering that correctly? What do you usually do on the weekends? Some streaming? You gonna do some streaming? Are you gonna stream Stellaris? I would like to see what Stellaris is like. Not that you should stream games because I ask you to, but I think it would be cool to see what Stellaris is like. I need to see what Rook is up to. If Rook has transitioned to their new job schedule, because I need to ask Rook for things. You were thinking about doing a bit where you kidnapped your sliced bread and demand a pocket change for its return, but honestly, I'm really tired. We can pretend we did the bit. Oh, I'm so entertained. Thank you, Nikki. This bit was awesome. Does that make you feel better? I'm sorry you're feeling tired, though. Well, thank you for coming in to say hello, even if you're really tired. You mean you can try? I've never been good at Stellaris, I just mess around with the mods. Amen. That's me with Total Warhammer. Were you there for my Total Warhammer stream? I was thinking of doing another Total Warhammer stream, actually. I also think I should do Bloodborne Cart. Probably should do a little bit of Bloodborne Cart. We can do that before... you don't feel bad per se? Good. Good. Also, 7 months and 7 days. How neat. Thank you so much. This is crazy. Thank you guys for coming in and saying hello and watching, and on a 7-month streak is insane. That is insane, Cobalt. Cobalt is your new king of chat, everybody. They have been here the longest. Unless someone wants to dethrone Cobalt with a longer streak. You'd love to see some Nightmare Cart? I think Nightmare Cart would be very fun. It's not Bloodborne Cart, is it? It's Nightmare Cart? I don't remember. I don't remember. I know that they got a cease and desist from Sony, I think. Which is so dumb, guys. If you're not going to do anything with the IP, why are you going to get mad when someone else does something with the IP? You know? Let somebody else play around with the IP if you're not going to do anything with it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Nikki. You did not need to do that. For community... Thank you very much. Legally distinct Victorian Eldritch Horror cart. Yes, incredibly correct. Level 2 hype train. Holy bejesus. Thank you so much for the 4 community subs. That was really nice of you. You wanted to get the meter to the top of the chat. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how to do it about a hype train. How do I perform hype? Thank you for the sub for her. I don't know how to perform hype. I am back. No, I do want to say that we're probably going to be back at... we're going to have to do all the way down to the bottom of... Maybe I should have got some grandma soup. I probably should have gotten a good influx for folks to help you give you money, but you always don't need to give me money. The fact that you're here is a lot. The fact that you're here is a lot, and I really appreciate it so much. The stream doesn't exist without people doing it, right? So the fact that you guys think that it's worth giving money it's really kind of you. It is really kind of you. We're gonna have to do the... You can't get the true button in the proto cave. You still need one more item. I thought you only needed the mirror shield. I'm gonna at least get to where the mirror shield goes. But I thought you only needed the mirror shield, or at least we were barred from going on with the mirror shield last time. We also need to hit Orca 500 times. That is something we're gonna need to do. So... take that as you will. We can at least go 10 more floors, can't we? You guys got me off track with the hype train stuff. Thank you very much, by the way. And then you'll need to hit Orca 1,000 times. Why do I need to hit Orca 1,000 times? This is entirely good. These guys are... Do they do half a heart of damage? Dang, I completely lost my train of thought. So, next week is going to be a little bit more difficult. The next coming 2 weeks, actually, is going to be a little bit difficult for us, chat, because we're going to be going into Tech Week for my show, which means that it's going to be a little bit harder to keep track. How is the audio, by the way? Is the audio good, chat? Do you like the audio? We're going to be going through Tech Week. And seeing what's going on with that. And that's going to be like the entire week. So maybe no Thursday streams. Audio's fine on your end. Thank you. But we'll see. I'll try to keep the same schedule, but it really depends on how late my rehearsals go. But I would like to maintain the same schedule. Also, I would very much like to share some... I have some ideas for what I want to do for my other channel. I don't know if you guys saw, but I uploaded a small clip to that channel. It's an edited clip. You guys saw it on DaVinci Resolve. That I messed with it on DaVinci. I have been trying to get better with DaVinci so that I can maybe make some edited video content to increase my reach as a content creator. Very exciting, I'm sure. Very exciting, I'm sure. But I have some video ideas. And I'm probably just going to write about all of them until one of them captures me, and then I write about that one in particular. But that's what I have been thinking of doing. Hype train success! It's giving me the option to open a hype chest? Wow. Wow. Guys, I opened the loot box. We shattered our all-time record. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. You got me a balloon animal from my loot box. You're the kindest, most supportive chat that has ever existed. Thank you very much. I don't know what that means, but I have it now. Does everybody have it? Did everybody get the emote? Good job, everybody. Good job getting your emote. I don't know what it means, but we win. Together, collectively, as a people in a group, we win. So, what was I talking about before that? I was talking about, what was I talking about? Sorry, I was instantly flashbanged. Anyone that participates in said train gets it. Wow, look at you guys go. Look at you guys go. That means Nikki gets it. Good job, Nikki. Yes, you did. You gotta show it off. You gotta show it to the chat. You gotta show it to the chat. You got your balloon animal. I didn't realize that they had loot box mechanics for my Twitch stream. That's interesting. We can play gambling. But I had an idea. I have a couple of, it's like mostly video essay ideas. There it is. There it is. Show it off to the world, Nikki. I had a couple of video essay ideas, and I want you guys to hear them, absorb them, maybe chew on them a little bit, turn it over in your hands, give it a quick lick, and tell me what you think. So one of them that I'm thinking about doing is has anyone ever heard of the, what is that? I like that. What is that? Behold this. I am beholding. Thank you. So wait, I got a quick question about Twitch emotes before we start talking about video essay ideas. I'm gonna circle back to it. Don't worry. I got a quick question about emote ideas, or like emotes. Can you just type in, this is your favorite train, hype train emote, behold this. When one writes, behold this in chat, does it give you the emote? How does it work? How does the emote work? Do you just type out behold this and then you get the emote? Is that how it works, Nikki? Also, is it a little guy? I don't know what the little guy is. My ignorance is showing. He got down Mr. President. Emote name. Oh, so you have to do colon emo name colon. Okay. Okay. It's a little guy surrounded by fire with his arms spread over an object. Behold this. Is it the Ark of the Covenant? Is it Indiana Jones reference? How many people got that one? $7 to whoever got it the most. For example, is Kate thinking surrounded by... Okay. I know that's one of your favorites. And Kate from League of Legends, I'm assuming. Kate from League of Legends, I'm assuming. I was thinking that I should... I'm always like, oh man, I never have enough time to grind out the things I want to get in Warframe. Because I have to go to rehearsal, and then I have to do a stream, and I have to edit the videos, and I'm like, why don't I just stream Warframe? I should probably just start streaming Warframe every now and then. Be like, hey guys, I'm goofing around in Warframe. I should probably do that. I should just do that. I don't know why I don't. That would be an easy solution to that. Oh well. But I was thinking of that earlier. Okay, I want to go back. So I have a couple of ideas. One of them is probably simple. Probably. I'd probably make it harder than it needs to be. You have a story to tell you in honor of Pride Month. You tell you afterwards. I mean, I could... Oh, it's pooping! Babies? No, stop. I hate. Don't do it. I hate it. Sorry. I know I'm trying to, like, I'm getting so distracted. I hate it. Yeah. I want to hit him with the hurricane spin. Oh, I'm never gonna get it, aren't I? Did it grow its wings back? Chat, did you know it could do that? Quick spin is a good way to get him off. Yeah, but I want to hit him with the hurricane spin. But unfortunately, it takes a long time to charge, and it's getting me killed. I could have gotten this way easier. Alright, so I got really distracted, Nikki. You can tell your story. I don't want you to be waiting too long because I got super distracted there. Soup. We're gonna be drinking soup, chat. Ooh! Ooh! I didn't know! Have you ever heard of the legend of Gaysper? No, I have not heard the legend of Gaysper. I apologize. Do inform me of the legend of Gaysper. Is it like Casper? In any meaningful way? Did I just teleport out, chat? Did I just teleport out, chat? Chat! Am I dumb? Alright, from the beginning, this time with meaning. And with talent. And with focus. With unlimited focus. Gotta fight the birthing bugs again. Yep, but this time we'll do it right. This time we'll do it good. This time we'll do it smart. I'm gonna lose, yep. I hope you guys didn't expect me to actually use my double damage anytime for anything that couldn't just die in one hit. Whoops! Maybe one day I'll be good at video games. You would think that because, you know, I do this, I play video games online, and people, like, very kindly and very sweetly give me money to do so every now and then, that I'd be any good at them. But no. No. I'm competent at video games, but I am by no means good. This is why I don't use the Lloyd Sword Talisman in Dark Souls 3. Any Dark Souls 3 gamers in chat who know what the Lloyd Sword Talisman is? Yes? No? Is there there another one? Yes, there is. Are you having, I'm waiting for the Legend of Gaesper. I'm wondering if, there's just so much about the Legend of Gaesper that it's, or maybe Nikki was so offended that I didn't know that Nikki immediately died. I know sometimes I want to type like a novel into the Twitch chat thing, and then it actually cuts me off. It's like, nope, that's too many words. That's too many words. Use the Ritual Sword Talisman in Elden Ring sometimes, just because it's an easy talisman to get. Where do you get it? I don't even know. Okay. Years ago, in the olden times of 2019. Yes, because of, you know, the thing. Because of, you know, the thing that happened in 2020. The pandemic. A battle for political power is happening in Spain. I think I remember this. I think I remember, because there was like, I remember an image of a motorcycle and a Molotov. And the police. It doesn't have to do with Basque, does it? I know that there's still arguments about whether or not Basque should be its own people. Its own country. Whether we're going to see a balkanization of the Andalusian Peninsula. If that's going to happen in our timeline. One side wanted everyone to have rights, the other side claimed to be LGBT. It's the former monarchists and fascists, right? The former, the fascist organizations. I remember Spain, well, I mean, like, Spain, up until the 1970s, had a fascist dictator. They had Francisco Franco. I feel like people don't remember that, or don't know that. One of their icons to paint them as evil was a little person that was a rainbow. As kind of like, this is, your movement is dead or something? What was the symbolism? I see why it's called Gaesper. So I was right with Casper the Friendly Ghost. Huh, I thought I was being facetious, but... As ghosts are spooky. That's so dumb. Sorry, that's like, that's so stupid. Come on, guys. One of my big things about fascists and fascist movements is that they're so bad at art. They're so bad at being creative. And, like, one of the big things about fascism, if we're going to talk about fascists and fascist movements, they need to appear powerful. They need to appear, a lot of it is theater. It's the theater of power. The good guys were, oh my gosh, he's adorable, we're adopting him. Exactly, right? Like, they're so bad at making effective art. That's one thing you can't fault the communists for. You can fault the communists for a lot of things, but not art. They're pretty good at music. The communists have the music. The fascists always drop the ball on art. They always drop the ball on art. But that's really funny. So I'm guessing Gaesper was adopted by the pro-LGBT movement in Spain. Like, Spain still has a big, like, monarchist and that's because communism forces art. Does it really? I think most, I know, like, most authoritarian movements force, like, having art about, like, that's why, a lot of communist music is about the country. But, like, you should listen to some of the, like, Katyusha. Katyusha, good music. I started getting, like, North Korean music. North Korean stuff recommended to me. And oh my gosh. I cannot believe that there are people who unironically defend. Anyway, you just found the story as a whole. It is a good story. Thank you for sharing it with us, Nikki. Thank you for sharing it with us, Nikki. Actually, that is a... There is a video essay topic in of itself. Authoritarian art. How art is used in authoritarian movements would be a really, really interesting... a really interesting... There's probably people who are incredibly intelligent who have talked about authoritarian art history, who have way more credentials to do so than I do, but that would be a good video topic. That would be a good video topic. I vaguely remember that happening in Spain. I hadn't thought about it in years, though. I hadn't thought about it in years. That's kind of crazy. They seem to have... I don't know what their political unrest is like now. I don't know much about Spain, but hopefully they're doing better. Oh, man. Authoritarian movements are really popular the world over right now. I think it was like a recent that 70% of the world's population is living in authoritarian governments, which is way too high. Way too high. I know that art made in authoritarian movements is made in protest of said movements. Yeah, a lot of art is made in because authoritarians don't like protest. Not allowed to protest. That's one of my big things about authoritarian like movements that rise out of like populism, is that it's so... You're swimming with piranhas, you know what I mean? People just like sign over all their rights and all their morality to people who don't care about them, and then suddenly they lose everything and they're like, this isn't what I wanted, and it's like, it's what you fought for. It's what these guys wanted to do from the beginning. You just thought you would be the boot. You just thought you would be the boot. And now the boot's on you, and you don't know why. You don't know why. You're the correct type of person. It's like, no, you weren't. You never were. You're a serf. You're a peon. That's why you gotta fight for equal rights for everyone, so that, like, you can never be the out-group. Because, buddy, you're not gonna be the in-group. There should never be an out-group of any sort. I don't know, man. To me, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's always like, I see people arguing, and I'm like, you're not part of the club, brother. You are not part of the club. Meanwhile, furry artists tend to be swimming like Scrooge McDuck. Amen. If I was good at art, I would make really, really stupid stuff, I think. It would oscillate between, like, hot women and stupid stuff, which, thinking about it, that's probably most internet artists. Most internet artists oscillate between hot women and stupid stuff, so I wouldn't be unique in that respect. It's just, you know, author appeal. Trying to think, sorry. One of the video essays, speaking of art, this is important. This is a really good segue, by the way. Did you guys know that I took a public speaking class? Can you tell? Okay. Really good segue, by the way. So, speaking of art, I wanted to make... Has anyone ever read Serenity, the Christian manga? Has anyone ever read Serenity in chat? Are we big fans of Serenity in chat? I actually want to wait for this. I want to wait. I really want to know if anyone's ever read Serenity. I feel like it's one that not a lot of people have. I'm covered in babies! Please. Please get away. No touch. No touch. No touch. No touch. No touch. You have not? You watched a review of Darkest Dungeon once. Oh! Darkest Dungeon chick tracks. Chick tracks. Are you talking about chick tracks? Oh my gosh, Darkest Dungeon. I hadn't thought about Darkest Dungeon. Oh, that's... What's his name? What's his name? Sorry. Oh my gosh, I forgot about it. Chick tracks. Holy bejesus, I forgot about him. Jack Chick! Is he the guy that was the Sickos guy? No, that was a different guy. Who was the guy who did the Sickos? Oh my gosh. I forgot about Jack Chick! Oh my gosh! It's Chick! Oh man. Don't step into the light again. Okay, I won't step into the light this time. Is that similar? Yes and no. Yes and no, but thank you so much for reminding me about Jack Chick. Oh my gosh. Did anybody ever have to read Jack Chick growing up? I'm assuming no. No one had to read Jack Chick growing up. Okay. It was called Dark Dungeon. Yeah, it's Dark Dungeon. Oh man. Darkest Dungeon, that's the one with the insanity mechanics, right? But yes, I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said it. I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said it. Holy bejesus, thank you so much, Nikki. I forgot about Jack Chick. Oh, man. Anyways, Serenity is not so much like Chick Tracks, because Chick Tracks are very fear-mongery. You know what I mean? They're super, like, this is from Satan and here's why. I'm sad he didn't do the sickos. That's a different thing. That's a different commentator. Serenity, the Christian manga, is an original English language manga. I don't know if people are super familiar with those, but they're basically like, do you remember in the early 2000s when anime was getting super popular in the United States, and then suddenly a lot of Western companies tried to capture that super popular design philosophy, and you got like the Amazing Spider-Man in the 90s, and you got Teen Titans, and you got Totally Spies, and you got Avatar The Last Airbender, where everybody was like, you know what, we're gonna try to be like Western animation anime. And you got original English language mangas. They're not. They are. No. You may be thinking that that might be a comic book and or a graphic novel. No. That's not what they are. Stop thinking that. They are a manga, even though they are made in English for English speakers. Sorry, they are not. They are not comics, no matter what you say. But the reason why they matter, right? The reason why specifically this one matters is that Serenity was made in conjunction with the Stan Lee Media Corporation. Was it Stan Lee Media Corporation? Stan Lee Media Company? It was a. Let me make sure I'm saying that correctly. Let me say that was correctly. The Stan Lee Media Venture. My bad. The Stan Lee Media Venture. Let me get to this. The Stan Lee Media Incorporated was an internet-based creation, production, and marketing company that was founded in 1998, and it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2000 and ultimately dismissed in 2006. In the early years, the company created Stan Lee-branded superhero franchises for applications in all media, including the standout series The Seventh Portal. Its 165-man animation production studio was based in Los Angeles. It died. It died. It was a Stan Lee website. Stan Lee website. Did I tell you what Disney is doing with Stan Lee? They're using his body! They're using his body! They are going to have an AI hologram of Stan Lee at the Los Angeles Comic Con that you can interact with. They are resurrecting him from the dead, so you can pay money to go talk to him. He's dead. He's dead, but it's not stopping Disney. No. The man signed over the rights to his own body before he died, and by God, they're gonna use it. They're gonna use it. This is the second time Disney has done this, such as the AI hologram of Darth Vader in Fortnite that used an AI approximation of James Earl Jones' voice. Disney is engaging with the biblical sin of raising the dead. Disney is engaging with the biblical sin of necromancy. Yep. I did hear about that. So, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. I'm pretty sure this is gonna sound like the most religious nut job I have ever sounded, and I want you guys to sit with me for a second, okay? This is gonna be. I'm pretty sure the devil is in the machine. I'm pretty sure Diablo Ex Machina. I'm pretty sure that the devil is in the machine. The devil is in there. It is the devil. It's the devil. I'm sorry, AI is an agent of Satan. It's the devil. The devil is in there, okay, guys? I want you to sit with me for a second, okay? Now you can ignore my crazy religious nutjobness, but I'm pretty sure the devil's in there. Okay. All right. So, anyways, we're gonna go back to Serenity. So, the Stan Lee media counterpoint: devils can definitely be horny about something AI cannot be. I think AI is horny about stuff. I want you to actually, like, I don't know if you've ever sat and talked. Your immediate response to seeing that's official. We're living out a Black Mirror episode. Well, it's because Black Mirror was a satire, and satire is not supposed. It's supposed to be a heightened version of our reality. Unfortunately, people see satire and think, "Man, what if I make that but worse? What if I do that but way more evil?" So, Serenity, I don't know. Okay, how many of my chat, I want to know, how many of my chat are people old enough to have been, like, during the golden age of children's media being toy commercials? The golden age of children's media being toy commercials, right? How many of you guys were around for 80s G.I. Joe, 80s My Little Pony? I'm seeing one raised hand. 80s Transformers. This might get you then. At the 80s, said we were born at the birth of the 90s. But did you have any? I used to be a big G.I. Joe kid, even though I was born at the tail end of the 90s. Maybe not 80s, but definitely 90s. Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I was a big G.I. Joe kid. I like Transformers too, but I never watched the show. And then I wasn't super big on My Little Pony. I was never a My Little Pony. And the My Little Pony that was big when I was of the age that people would be into My Little Pony was Friendship is Magic. And I was a hard anti-cringe person. I was a super like, no cringe. Cringe is bad. If you enjoy cringe, you're an animal that needs to be shot. So I was a super no, I can't watch it. It's for girls. I thought we were the same. A curse upon the good fortune. Yeah. According to most things, I am apparently in not that old. But I feel really old. But the guy who wrote Serenity for the Stan Lee Media Corporation, by the way, the Stan Lee Corporation published the Serenity Christian manga. And the guy who wrote Serenity, the Christian manga, was a guy named Buzz Dixon. Buzz Dixon was the lead writer for most of those shows, most of those Hasbro shows. He was the lead writer for G.I. Joe. He was the lead writer for Transformers. He was the lead writer for My Little Pony. He's also a Christian. So, when Stan Lee and his media corporation really wanted those sweet Christian bucks, which were raking in the early 2000s. People, but I don't know if you guys remember, like, because, you know, alternative style was super big in the 2000s. The alternative crowd. I guess you could do that. I thought you needed a different item. I don't know. Ah! The men are here. Chat, the men are here. Come here. Yeah, you. Come here. Come here, brother. Come here. He's not coming over. I think no matter how many times I hit him in the face, he doesn't care. Doesn't care, man. Ah! No! There's 4 of them in here! Scared. No, there's 5! Wind Waker. No, 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 no. Readouts are so scary, sorry. This game scares me! 6 of them. Buzz Dixon wrote all their shows. And as the only Christian, currently, or like one of the only major Christians, yeah, just play the Sun song, I wish. Oh, shine light on them. Wear light. You're right. Hello. You're so right. Wait. You're so right. Hello. $6 trillion for Cobalt in chat, please. Buzz Dixon wrote Serenity because he was the only Christian, like major Christian, employed at the Stan Lee Media venture. This is what I'm trying to get at. And he had plans for Serenity, right? Like, he had some really big plans. He was going to make, as he said, good work that mattered to him. I don't remember how we killed these things, chat. How did we kill these things, chat? It was really simple. If I remember correctly, it was super simple. Oh, wait, I remember. We have to be uncursed, though. Yeah, the leaf. Thank you. Yes, we blew out their fire. God, that's so cool. Wind Waker, you're so freaking cool. But unfortunately, the company that they signed on with, Stan Lee Media Corporation, because Stan Lee Media Incorporated immediately went bankrupt, if you remember. It immediately went bankrupt. They had to sign with a different publishing company. And he wanted, so, really interestingly, he wanted Serenity to be about this girl who was sad and lonely and needed a little bit of Jesus Christ in her life, right? She needed a little bit of God. My favorite piece of religion would have to be media... would have to be angel hair. I can't say that I am familiar with it. Share it in the Discord. I'll look into it. Share it into the Discord. Because I watched a lot of weird... I don't know if anybody watched Angel Wars. I don't know if anybody watched Angel Wars. Did anybody watch Bible Man? Do we have any Bible manners in chat? I had to watch Bible Man. VeggieTales, the goat. VeggieTales is the goat. But share that in the Discord. I would like to see what that was. Angel Wars! Yes! We got one other person in the chat. Oh my gosh, wait. Angel Wars. Yeah, baby! Oh my gosh! Wait, no, I gotta send... Guys, I gotta send this To the chat, I gotta send this to the chat. Everybody remembers Angel Wars. Frickin' Angel Wars. Oh, man. So good. Wait, no, it's so good. I promise, chat. I promise you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. My favorite bit of Christian media is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? Where is it? Where is it? Angel Wars is, is her name Lucia? Lucia? She's the little Catholic. The tiny Catholic. Was, I think you mean is. It's a new series. It's a YouTube short series. Angel Hair is still around. Angel Hair is brand new. My favorite is, like, unironically, my favorite is, like, unironically, my favorite is VeggieTales. I think VeggieTales is the best. Dead. Ah! I've gotten possessed! Help! 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 Sorry, I'm so distracted. What was I talking about before I got distracted with Angel Wars? Serenity, right? But what was I saying about Serenity? Buzz Dixon created it, had completely different goals and plans for the series. The series is generally considered pretty bad. Bad art, bad writing, bad Christianity. VeggieTales is unironically good stuff. Who made it and why it got cut short? Yes. So they had to make a lot of compromise for it to get picked up by the production company. Because Buzz Dixon originally planned for it to be, I think, around 6 volumes. I need to look and see if that's how much he wanted it to be. But it was going to be way more than what he originally got. Instead, the production company is like, okay, we'll do it 1 volume at a time. And she has to be a born-again Christian by the end of volume 1. And he's like, I don't want her to do that. I want her to have a realistic journey through Christ. And they're like, okay, then you don't get to have your thing, right? And because he was making this for the Stan Lee Media Group, and they needed a Christian character, he's like, okay, I will have this character for you, right? It doesn't talk down or deliver its message heavy-handed. That's because the guy who makes VeggieTales is a very good Christian. And when he was asked, when he was like, I'm gonna make Christian children's content, what do I need to do? He'd asked his mom what were some good rules for his show. And his mom was like, first of all, make it funny. Not Christian funny, but funny. Make it enjoyable for everyone to watch. It needs to be fun for everyone. It's not Christian media first, it's good media first. Because good work is Christian work. And he took that to heart. He really took that as, if I'm going to introduce the love of Christ to as many people as possible, it needs to be fun for as many people as possible. And I think that that's a really good idea. Seem like good stuff is good, no matter the content. Amen! That's literally what he was told! And he took that to heart! He took that to heart! And that's what I think is really interesting about, Buzz Dixon has a very justified crash out, in my opinion, very justified crash out on his, blog, talking about, Christian media. And how people make Christian works and stuff like that. And he goes, we don't need more Christian content. We need more good Christians making content, right? Like, it's not the idea that we don't have enough Christian content. We don't have enough good content, is what he's arguing. And that's what he wanted to do for Serenity, but because let me actually pull it up. Let me actually pull it up, because he says something that I really like. He says something that I really like. He goes, while it's capable of producing moments of religious ecstasy, that's not point of the way, as early Christians called their belief before the C word got hung up on them. It's very much a roll up your sleeves and get to work faith. Not work for self-enrichment, but work in service of others. Love, compassion, justice, and generosity. He expected sacrifice and service from his disciples, but he also shared great joy and comfort with them. A life worth living. That's what he wanted Serenity to be about. Here's a direct quote. A young person on a self-destructive course learns from friends how to change her life for the better, to treat others the way she wants to be treated, to refuse to return evil for evil, to forgive instead of judge, and to go the extra mile. And return, not only does her life improve, but the lives of those around her. Just by being alive, she makes the world a better place. Let me find the other quote. He says, the frankness and honesty that I wanted to be a hallmark of the Serenity books was already starting to rub certain gatekeepers and the evangelical and fundamentalist churches the wrong way. And the fact that we could reach teens they could not, including teens who were supposedly already Christians, did not sit well with them at all. What they're selling is not the real message of Christ, but rather a get-rich and or feel-good scheme, where every problem can be handled with a couple of prayers and a healthy donation. In the end, that is the problem with Christian pop culture. It is treated as commodity, not good news to be shared openly and freely. It rings phony and fake. We don't need more Christian pop culture. We don't need more Christians making pop culture. We need better Christians making better pop culture. Would you mind? Yeah, you can say whatever you want, as long as you feel comfortable sharing. Don't share anything that you wouldn't share with a stranger on the internet. I don't want you to feel like you have to share. But if you feel safe, then that is fine. I don't mind. But I just really like that. I think that's, like, it's insane. Because I have to say, the only manga I have ever read is Serenity. I want that to be made clear. Serenity is the only manga I have read from start to finish. And it wasn't even mine. It wasn't even my manga. It was my older sister's. It was bought for her because she liked Naruto. She liked Naruto, so she was gotten Serenity so that she could, you know, enjoy real good Christian content. And I don't know, I've never actually asked her what she thought about it or if she liked it, but I read all of it. I read all of Serenity, baby. The only manga you read was an old Pokemon one from the early 2000s. That's interesting. I know the Pokemon mangas tend to be, like, way bloodier. Like, they tend to be way more violent than one expects from manga. But that was probably a real, like, from Japan manga, I would assume. Like, that was created in Japanese. You personally are agnostic. However, you do believe in a higher power and karma as a fundamental rule of the universe. Do unto others as you would do you and all that, because it fits the mold well. But I don't want to commit to one thing. I don't know if it counts as agnostic, but I just think it would be really cool if there was a god. That's my religious beliefs. I'm like, man, it would be awesome if there was a god. I wish that the god was a little bit more present in reality. Maybe the god is present in reality in ways that I don't understand or cannot understand. But it would just be way more fun if, like, if it was just, you know, way more present. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I just know that Jesus guy was a pretty darn cool dude. One of my favorite... I wrote a paper in college. It reminds me of the priest from Surin who believes in a higher power because it's more convenient. You agnostic and higher power believing too, if that counts. There's gotta be something greater than humanity somewhere out there. I just don't think worshipping it will make a difference. I don't know if there's gotta be anything, and that's what terrifies me. Sometimes I get into these spirals. It's probably not healthy, but sometimes I get into these spirals where it's like, I can't go to bed. I can't sleep. Because if I go to sleep, then I might not wake up. And if I might not wake up, that means there's nothing else. This is it. I go into the ground and I'm gone. I'm dead. And I don't want to be dead because I want there to be other things. There's still stuff I want to experience. There's still places I want to go. There's still people I want to talk to. There's still things I need to do. And if I die, I don't get to do them. Space! But then I don't go to sleep for, like, at all, ever, because I'm spiraling and I get, like, anxiety attacks about going to sleep, which is probably not healthy. Probably not healthy. But, I don't know. I think that's really interesting. By the way, that's quoted from Buzz Dixon's, blog. The problem, I think it's number 13. The problem with Christianity, number 13. My man's got things to say, and I really appreciate that. I don't know. I think I could talk for a long time about Serenity. I think I just did talk for a long time about Serenity. Would you guys think that that is an interesting video essay? How do people feel about Serenity? Maybe just weird Bible content I grew up reading as a child. Yes, that is good video content. Very good. I think so too. I really do. I think I got something to say about it. And I need to reread Serenity. Maybe I need to rewatch Bible Wars. Or Angel Wars, my bad. I was combining Bible Man and Angel Wars. But I grew up on all that content. I grew up on all that stuff. But if I could make them all one essay, or I could make a different essay about each weird Bible content I grew up with. Bible Wars sounds like it could be a reality TV show. I would love a Bible Wars, like, make it kind of like a, what was it? The Newlywed Game? Is that what it's called? Where a bunch of newlyweds come together and talk about stuff, but instead it's a bunch of people who just, like, got into seminary or something, a bunch of brand new pastors who have to see how much they know about different religious scholars. Wait! I did it bad! Guys! You guys want to go back down? You guys want to start over? I feel like we got to start over, chat. Bible Talk is unlocking you out. I might have made a mistake. I might have made a mistake, chat. I might have made a mistake, chat. Let's go get more soup. This is actually just so that we can go say hi to our grandmama and get more soup. Obviously. That's what this was from the beginning. More soup. Eventually, we will win. We will get to the bottom, and we will get our piece of heart. Will it be this stream? Maybe not. I'm obviously not paying attention. But eventually we will get to the bottom. It's like the sliding puzzle stream. Don't say that. I swear I'm trying my best. I swear I'm trying my best. Oh, we can't get 2 soups. I want unlimited soup. I just want unlimited soup. I got distracted by the Bible, okay? The light of the Lord Jesus Christ came down from the heavens and distracted me. You cannot blame me for that. You cannot blame me for that. Alright, let's go get more arrows and bombs and stuff. What was I talking about before I made the worst mistake of my life? What was I talking about before I made the worst mistake of my life? I think it would be smarter to separate all those random Bible medias into different videos, probably. That would probably be smarter. But, I want to move on. I had another idea. Has anyone heard of the Sankebetsu brown bear incident? Is anyone familiar with the Sankebetsu brown bear incident? Do we have any brown bear fans in chat? Inthafen has probably heard about it because I never shut up about it. I want it to be known that I never shut up about the Sankebetsu brown bear incident in most areas of my life. How many, I want more arrows. Was Wojtek a brown bear? I don't know. What do you mean? Was Wojtek a brown bear? Yes! 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 Well, Wojtek was indeed a brown bear. You're talking about the brown bear that was adopted by Polish soldiers during World War II? Wojtek was indeed a brown bear. But that is not the Sankebetsu brown bear incident. The Sankebetsu brown bear incident was when a bear in Hokkaido, Japan in 1915 attacked a village and killed 7 people and injured a further 3. Wojtek. My bad, it's Polish. The W makes a V sound. Also, it's spelled with a J in the original Polish. Wojtek, my pretty little bear. That's more Russian than Polish, but you know. The only bit of Polish that I know how to pronounce is because of the UFC fighter Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I used to be a really big fan of UFC. I used to watch I tried to watch the fight as much as I could when I could get it for free. And I would play the video games, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk was one of my favorite fighters. Because she was a Muay Thai striker. And Muay Thai is one of my favorite fighting styles of all time. I love Muay Thai. But, that is, the Sankebetsu brown bear incident was when a massive brown bear attacked a village in Hokkaido in 1915. And 7 people died and 3 people got injured. You're getting distracted again. I'm not getting distracted. I'm trying to get arrows. I don't have enough arrows. I want more arrows. But no one's dropping arrows. I'm trying to get grass to drop arrows. But the grass is being really stingy about what it's dropping. So, that's why I went up the path. I was hoping for arrows. Oh, thank you for the follow. Are you Jadtech or Yadtech? We were talking about Wojtek, the bear. Yes, yes, thanks Nikki for the gift sub. Nikki went crazy with the gift subs. Hello, how are you? How are you? Take a drink! Oh, Rook! Hello, Rook! How are you doing? We were just talking about you, lovingly. All good things, all good things. Oh, and a big stretch. Oh, my bones. Okay. We're back. I'm trying to get arrows. I have gone into the Labyrinth of Suffering. What is this cave called? Honestly, I just go by Jake, but however you want to pronounce the Jad is fine. I like Yad. I don't know if you're Polish or German, but yeah, it is pretty good. But Jake works too. How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay. We were talking about the Sankabetsu brown bear incident. Yeah, you have Swedish friends who say it that way? My mother is Swedish. She was born there. She was born in Sweden. What is the odds? It's charming. Yeah, she'll say ninja. I love it so much because she'll say ninja. She's like, oh, we gotta be stealthy like a ninja. Because she will play Final Fantasy Tactics, and one of the best classes in that game is a ninja, but she pronounces it ninja. That would get you, yeah. I'm always like, you know, yeah, that. I mean, I correct her every now and then, but I mean, I can't. She speaks more languages than I do, so I can't be like, hey, that's not how you say it. I feel, because I do not speak Swedish. So I do remember one time that I was trying to repeat a Swedish phrase back to her, and she looked at me all incredulous and then goes, you know, if we were in Sweden, you would have to take speech therapy because your vowels are so bad. And so basically, yeah, I only know like one word. I know how I only know, and it's funny because I went to Sweden over the last over a year ago. I went to Sweden and stayed with family there for a couple of months. And most people in Sweden can speak English. Most of the population speaks English. So it was very obvious that I was the foreigner, the American. I have never felt more American than when I was in Sweden. But I kind of wish I did speak more of my mother's mother tongue. Yeah, the pronunciations are tricky. They are tricky. Especially if you didn't grow up with where they are supposed to fit in your mouth. Okay, okay. What is the name of this labyrinth? Did you say? Did you say? Cobalt? Cobalt, you did not say. You didn't tell me. But then, again, the Danes and the Finns also mock Swedish, so I think we have a Danish viewer. I wonder what Seeker's doing. I hope Seeker's well. But I remember when I was in Sweden, it's so funny. It's Proto Cave of Ordeals. There's a rock that says it. The Savage Labyrinth. I was actually pretty close. I called it the Labyrinth of Suffering. Look at that. Look at that. I have it somewhere in my head. I have it somewhere in my brain. The Danes and the Finns. It's funny that you mentioned the Danes, because when I was in Sweden, we would go to a bunch of churches and stuff that were like loosely related to our family. And the churches would have these plaques talking about the history of the church. And a lot of the times they would be like, in 1093, the church was burned by the Danes. Or in 1300, the church was burned by the Danes. And I was like, wow, the Danes really burnt a lot of your guys' churches. And then my aunt was like, that's why you should never trust the Danish. Now you're just reminded of how when you were your states we had to sing a song in Swedish, but the director kept saying the song was Swiss, despite Swiss not even being a language. Correct. Correct, chat. Swiss is not a language. Well, that's small. I guess it's not really a small world. There's like millions of Swedish people there, but I really do like that you brought up the fact that the Swedes, it is the Swedes. So you prefer to go by Jake then? Europe is just full of wars that lasted thousands of years. Who could have guessed? Amen. They all hate each other there. That is something that was really surprising to me. They all just dislike each other. Never trust a Dane, is what I was told. After going to the Copenhagen airport, I kind of agree. That was the worst airport experience I have ever had in my entire life. I don't trust the Danes after the Copenhagen airport. Jake, most of the time. Do I see you over in Coldstream? Are you over in Coldstream a lot? I feel like I recognize your username. If you are, the Twitch name is a reference to a friend's Twitch account when you got started like 10 years ago or whatever. So it's kind of like it's a holdover. It's a holdover. Yeah! Okay, I didn't want to assume. I feel like I see your name all the time. That's awesome. That's awesome. Actually, Cobalt is in chat. Cobalt was the one who rated. His name was Ostech. Oh! That's awesome. Are you guys still friends, or is that like one of those last seen online 6 years ago? That was cool. Mine is less cool. I think JadTech is cool. JadTech sounds like kind of like it would be used as a weapon in a mech anime. I feel like that's what it sounds like to me. Cobalt is here, and Cobalt was the one who rated Coldstream, and then I was like, oh, I really like this streamer, I'm gonna stick around. You haven't seen him in ages, I hope he's with the coding still. Okay, I hope he isn't killing himself, and I was like, well, and then the rest of the rest of the sentence cleared things up. Dinosaur facts for the Rook, why are you redeeming channel rewards and then refusing to talk to me? Why are you... I'm mad at you, Rook. By the way, artists in chat, everybody say hello to Rook. No, it's just funny. I didn't read the full chat immediately. I just had, like, an immediate reaction. I hope he isn't killing himself. So he's a coder? I'm so bad at anything technical. Alright, I gotta go get a dinosaur fact. Are you guys ready for this? I have to go find a dinosaur fact. Usually I have a whole page open of dinosaur facts. Not to crowd things with your stories, but we needed a demo for your game, and he turned out hard-coded in like a 28-hour span. Did he feel good after that? Did he feel good after that? Okay! I gotta get a dinosaur fact. The Troodon, a very famous raptor, means wounding tooth. It had an unusually large brain, which was heftier in proportion to the rest of its 75-pound body than the brain of comparably sized theropods. According to one analysis, Troodon had several times the encephalization quotient of other dinosaurs, which means it was about as smart as a chicken. It was about as smart as a chicken. There's your dinosaur fact. And I need to go find one of my least favorite words. One of my least favorite words, stomach. I don't like the word stomach. I think it's bad. I really don't like that word. I don't know, what he felt like he was a machine sometimes. Yeah. I'm so bad at, like, anything technical. I've recently started trying to get into DaVinci Resolve and do, like, editing and stuff like that, because I want to make edited videos. And, oh my god. I just get too bored! I get bored. Is that another least favorite word? Oh my gosh. I have to pull it up. Stomach seems alright because belly feels a little... What about stummy? Guys, how do we feel about stummy? Are we big fans of stummy? What else are we going to use? Abdomen? Abdomen is so much better than stomach. I'm sorry. Abdomen is so much better than stomach. Bowels is bad. I just don't like intestines. Can I say that? Can I say that on my stream? Is that controversial? Is that a controversial take on my stream? I don't like intestines. I think they're gross. Anything to do with the stomach? Least favorite word, machine broke. I mean, who does? List of favorite words. Guys, I gotta pull up the doc. I don't have the doc open. I knew I was forgetting something. I gotta pull up the doc. Give me a second. I need to pull up the Google Doc. Least and favorite words. Okay, one of my favorite words. Hung. I really like the word hung. I actually have a story about the word hung. I'm gonna go back to that. Least favorite word, oral. I hate the word oral. Oral is bad. The word abdomen makes me feel like a bug, which is a big plus. It's great in the bug cut, and we also have thorax, but no one says that on a human. You know the band hum? I do not know the band hum. What do they do? But I like the word hung. When we were at a church in Sweden with my aunt, they were talking about a man who in, I think, the 1600s or the 1700s, he was hanged from the church gateway. I don't remember what for, but he was hanged from the church gateway. But she said he was hung. Now, we, as Americans, understand that saying a man was hung has a different colloquial meaning. So I corrected her lightly. I was like, he was hanged. Which means that that's the past tense of hanging someone until they die. To say he was hung would imply a very different thing. The word hung has been ruined. Before you go to bed, I want you to tell about angel hair. You're smidge tired after helping your sister. You may tell me about angel hair as much as you want, Nikki. I will accept it. I'm glad you're helping your sister, sibling. What did you help her do? Actually, before I say I'm glad you helped her, what did you help her do? Sibling camaraderie. So then we started saying the man was hanged. The jury is still out on whether he was hung. You helped her with trying to catch. Maybe folks realize he was hung when he was hanged. Maybe it depends on. I mean, the jury is still out on whether he was hung. You helped her trying to catch a mouse. Did you kill the mouse? I remember actually Rook, who is still hiding somewhere in chat. I don't know what Rook is doing. I wish Rook would say a word. Our cat was hunting it. She didn't want it to die. Aw, that's sweet. That's really sweet. I also can't kill small animals. A big stretch. I see Rook is taking full advantage of the channel point rewards. All this happening right in front of the church. There was a lot of... One of my ancestors. We have the church records that one of my ancestors was hanged for coming to church drunk. It was just a thing they did back then, I guess. He got drunk and stood on the altar and they hanged him for it. Oh, you want to know a really fun fact, actually. You want to know a really fun fact. Early Finnish medicine manuscript. What is that one called? There was a Finnish folk medicine woman who wrote like an early manuscript who was one of our ancestors. I don't remember her name. She's like directly related to us. She was tried for being a witch. We have a witch in our family. Oh, is this like a really long dungeon with many floors? Yes! And I keep going back up to the top because I keep getting distracted. I keep talking my way back to the top. And that's my bad. Yeah, the Wind Waker variant of the Cave of Ordeals. I unfortunately get really distracted. Rook, I don't know if you're there. Don't redeem another channel point reward to tell me if you're there. But I wanted to talk to you about art. I wanted to talk to you about maybe getting art done. Don't redeem another channel point reward to confirm that you're there. If you are there, just give me in your head that I want to talk to you about art. Okay? You recall doing this? Should you ever use the grapple on enemies to conceal a red heart? I am going to let my fairies free if I take damage. But I do... See, I always go straight towards the light because I think it's God calling me home. It's Jesus, everybody. Yeah, well, it's because I keep leaving and coming back in. Anyway, Angel Hair is an adult who is revisiting an old cartoon only to slowly realize that not only was the angel Gabriel talking to him through the bunny angel in the cartoon, but she might have helped him off his physically abusive father or straight up just did some smiting herself. Gabriel's a woman in this context. He's reliving his memories and trying to find his old friend again while grappling with what the memories imply. You know one of my favorite stories from the Bible about Gabriel is? Gabriel had to get a message to someone. Gabriel had to get a message to someone, but was held up by a demon. And the demon's name was the Prince of Babylon. That is one of my favorite random Bible stories. Because I like the context that, first of all, Gabriel, the archangel, the messenger, was held up by a demon. Second off, that demon's name was the Prince of Babylon, which is baller. That's awesome. That's a cool demon name. And third off, the holdup was stopped when Gabriel complained to his big brother Michael, and Michael defeated the Prince of Babylon in, like, seconds. You should read a lot of the old angel stories. They read like an anime. That's why we watched Angel Wars! You can make an anime based off of angels. The only Gabriel you know of is Ultra Kill. Never played it. Never played it. Never played it. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people love it. Isn't Gabriel voiced by Gianni Matrigano? Is that his name? Gianni Matrigano? The guy who used to do memes and now does serious voice work. The guy who does serious voice work. I don't remember. That's correct! Yes! Filing that under my correct file. I was incredibly intelligent for 4 seconds, chat. I started watching Johnny voices. Johnny still does the memes. I follow him. Sometimes I'm like, man, I want to do that too. But then it's like, I don't know. What would I do that's different than anybody else? You guys ever watch Sorrow TV? Did Gabriel for Maxor's incorrect summary of... I love when official voice actors do dumb stuff. Did you guys see Deku's voice actor, English voice actor, Clown on Sykkuno? Did you guys see that? Your favorite Gianni vid is I love when a woman... Yes! I love when a woman can just kiss me. I love his Spike memes. I've never seen Cowboy Bebop. I've been told many times I should watch Cowboy Bebop. But I really love when he does Spike. You enjoy the show because there's some real ambiguity if this is the real Gabriel. I like that angels appear before human beings constantly, and the only thing they say is like, be not afraid. You join that? You should? I know, but I suck at watching TV. You know what I actually started? I did actually watch the first episode of Hunter the Parenting. I watched the first episode of Hunter the Parenting because it was mentioned in Cold's stream. And when I mentioned that to Cold, I got like 9 be not afraid. A literal translation is be not afraid. There's a lot of interesting, like, one of my favorite things about, because I went to school for it, one of my favorite things about the Bible is like retranslations and mistranslations and the way people do stuff. Apparently closer to stop screaming, it's fine, you're okay. Look, you're okay. You're okay. It's okay. You good? You okay? Oh yeah, Cold seems to like that Hunter show, you don't know it? Yes, I checked it out because Cold mentioned it. And then when I mentioned that to Cold, I got a whole list of how to watch it. I was very grateful. It seems long. But it's probably going to be a very good thing to put on the background. Yeah, I did. I got like a playlist and what to skip, what to return to, what order to watch which, where, and why. It was amazing. I was like, oh man, I don't know what I've done. I was like, this is what it's like when when you're like, oh, so I finally started One Piece. All you do is rate folks that look interesting, I promise. Every single person you've rated, Cobalt, I go, this is a home. This is a home I'm gonna sit in now. This is mine. This is my hole. It was made for me. I've been actually, the Helldiver streamer, Michelle, actually helped me make that first edited video. I appreciate that. I'm sure Cold is good. Thank you. I try to be normal and welcoming. I think that I approximate some close facsimile of doing so. No. I hate those. Stop. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're normal. Your messages aren't working. Well, I see you. I hear you. And I love you. What's wrong? What's going on? Rook. Sweetheart, what's up? Tell me what's going on. Let me fix it for you. Somebody help the artist. Off. 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 Thank you. At least I'm making a lot of money by going through here. I am making ridiculous amounts of cash. There we go. Okay, Rook figured it out. Never mind. Never mind. Rook is fine. None of you guys need to help him. You're good. Not that all of you guys, like, rush to do it at once or anything, you know. Kind of let him struggle through it himself. I know! I was thinking that. I was like, why? Wind Waker does a lot of stuff that I'm like, why doesn't every Zelda game have a version of this? You've been trying to type for the past 30 minutes. Did you just refresh? Nothing felt worse than the rupee. Yeah, I'm like, I should be able to carry 5,000 rupees. Is this the rupee cap? I should be able to carry 5,000 rupees. I love being able to see people's health bar. This is really interesting. I love having a boss health bar in Legend of Zelda. The open world feels really good. The magic armor feels really good. There's so much stuff in this game that feels so good. Thank you for confirming the cap, Cobalt. Your VPN was enabled, but somehow was also uninstalled and it broke chat. That sounds like something beyond my understanding. You tried, but my hands wouldn't go through the monitor. Have you asked Sadako for help on how to get through monitors? Maybe you need to ask Sadako. Fantastic game. I'm discovering that. This is my first time through it. I feel like I missed out. Step into the light again. I promise I won't. I promise, Cobalt. I promise. I promise, okay? Be proud of me, Cobalt. I didn't. I just really want to go see my boy, JC. Ow. No. Yes. Anyway, you're learning how to code in Unreal. Why? You're probably excited about Twilight Princess Dusk. What's Twilight Princess Dusk? I've never heard about it, but now I'm excited. Now I'm excited. Someone tell me what's going on with that. Oh, come on. You know she won't return my calls after I pulled out the funny number meme on her. Sadako is my favorite, like, meme ghost. I love what the internet has done with her. She deserves to be... I've never watched The Ring, and I never will, because I don't like horror movies, but I like it when she's fun. You wish to make game. I love that for you. I wished you to make game too. But now it makes me asking if we should do some art a little bit more awkward because you got your own project going on. The decompiled version of the game, so it's a smooth emulation. And it'll get mods! I am excited for that. I am excited for that. Oh, I am excited for that. Inthafen, tell me. Wait, no, like, has it, oh, okay, wait. Inthafen, have you mentioned this before and I just didn't listen? Didn't know you had a nerd as a Twilight Princess fan? I'm so bad at the internet, Jake. You have to understand, I'm so bad at the internet, Jake. I love Twilight Princess. I love Midna. I think she's really pretty. I love Zelda. I wish that Zelda was a girl. And I am bad at the internet. I'm so bad at the internet. This is news to you? So my usual news person is Inthafen. You can take breaks to make other art? Okay, I don't want to, like, sidetrack you. I don't want to get in your way. I want you to make beautiful things. The thing is that, Rook, you weren't there. You weren't there, Rook, but I want to start making, I need PNGs. I want to start making edited videos where I talk about stuff that I was thinking about. I was talking about Serenity, the Christian manga. Have you ever heard of that, Rook? Have you ever heard about Serenity? You're not a huge fan of decomp projects? Oh, I thought you were saying that you're not a huge fan. Cold is going to play Twilight Princess very soon with that new emulation. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I'm going to be watching that stream. She's also going to do the Linkle mod. Very good idea. Linkle is a fun character. I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Conquest in my free time, actually. Or Hyrule Warriors, not Hyrule Conquest. Hyrule Conquest was a mod for Legend, or was a mod for Total War Medieval that changed all the game into Legend of Zelda. I get it mixed up with Hyrule Warriors all the time, but it's Hyrule Conquest. So I am definitely going to come in and watch that stream. I'm very excited. If she says something mean about Twilight Princess, I might be sad, but that's okay. I'm a big boy and I can handle it. I'm a big boy and I can handle it. But Twilight Princess is also the game we're going to be playing after I finish Dark Souls, actually. Come on, do something. Thank you. The Wind Waker Link, the hero of the winds is better than the hero of Twilight because he didn't need to get taught by a ghost how to do the back splitter. I knew there was a big medieval ROM. Yes, there was. I've never played it. I'm really bad at modding. So it has to be something that I'm really, really loving to be able to do that. If and when you get the new fancy controller that you really want, you might try the new... You should. I would love to sit in and do that. I would love that. You've been wanting to play Twilight Princess again, but you're currently playing through Spirit Tracks for the first time. I have never touched a DS. I have never touched a DS game of Legend of Zelda. You love these chips? What chips are they? Gold will, like, always say me, but it's always sometimes constructive. I'm a big boy, I can handle it! I can handle it. I'm a big boy and I can handle it. That's one of my favorite things about that stream, is the constructive or deconstructive criticism of the video game. I love when people don't just react to the video game, they talk about it. They have ideas. They have things that they want to say about video games. I love that. It's a critic. Wind Waker Link is better than most of the Link by virtue of putting actual effort. Yep, I mean, he had to earn his place back in Samsara. Bold checks mix. Deconstructive. Yep. Yeah, I think sometimes, but I love it every time it appears. No one suffered by Link's Awakening. Didn't his uncle die? That's all I remember from Link's, because I had Link's Awakening on my silver Game Boy Advance SP. And I would play the opening over and over again because I couldn't read. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game. Is my favorite Zelda game. He's my favorite. I love that one a lot. It's Link to the Past. Oh, Awakening. Oh, wait. Awakening is the one with Marin and Everybody's a Dream of the Windfish, right? It's like Legend of Zelda if it was Yog Sothoth. I said that Majora's Mask is my favorite for gameplay and world. Twilight Princess is my favorite for vibes and for how hot Midna and Zelda is. That's what I said. And he just wakes up floating in the sea. Yeah, it's Yog... Oh, no, stop. Stop your cool spin kick. I played both of them as a kid. And that's probably... There's a lot of nostalgia in the way of them. Lovingly. Ow. Ow. Okay. Yeah, you go over there. Do something! Lovingly. But Majora's Mask is my overall favorite. But I love Twilight Princess because of how... It's the first Zelda game I ever beat. It's the first Zelda game I ever beaten. Because I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask when I couldn't read. Wind Waker is amazing, almost your favorite, but it's very sad to hear how much it was cut and how we lost about 4 dungeons. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking that this game needed more dungeons. They probably had to cut a lot because of the development cycle, huh? I mean, it was a quick turnaround. They had 3 years, which for a game of this size, 3 years is not a lot. 3 years is not a lot for a game this big. You think Twilight Princess has the funniest items? The funnest items? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad grammar in chat. Oh, no. But, yes, I think... I would say that the Zelda game with my favorite items is Skyward Sword. Ball and Chain is dope and the spinner is crazy. Ball and Chain, I gotta say, I think I like the hammer in this game better than Ball and Chain. Ah! Stop! Don't touch! No! Bad. Away. Away! Away! These are so scary. These are so scary. I hate redeads. But Ball and Chain has aura? Yeah, but you can make mini blins into, like, flatmen. You can flatten them. Have you seen what happens to a mini blin when he hits him with the hammer? Ball and Chain does have aura, though. Ball and Chain also has a really good mini boss. How do we feel about the Ball and Chain lizard? Find the Gilded Sword to be a free from Majora's Mask? Which is the Gilded Sword? You think about the battle top sometimes? I'm thinking about the battle top. I think it's so funny that the battle top is a weapon in Hyrule Warriors. I mean, you're talking about probably the best stuff. I think that that is a correct opinion. Jake has a correct opinion in chat, everybody. Correct opinion alert. Snow Peak Ruins is probably the best dungeon that Zelda has ever had. I think that that is a correct opinion in chat. Gilded Sword is the Ultima Sword. I also enjoy the Gilded Sword. I think that Majora's Mask has really good items. I wish the Fairy Sword wasn't... I would probably use the Fairy Sword way more often if it wasn't a C item. I think that is not a unique complaint, though. So... The Gilded Sword is an upgrade from Fairy Sword. You have to make it Razor Sharp. Yeah, the Razor Sword is a weapon in Soul Calibur 2. Fun fact, I don't know if anybody played Soul Calibur 2. Big Soul Calibur fans in chat. I am a lover of fighting games. I am wanting to re-download Street Fighter 6 because they added Ingrid, who is one of my favorite characters. Used... Yes. I had the Xbox version, so I had Spawn. I didn't know who Spawn was, but I had him. And then, but my main in Soul Calibur 2 was Necrid. I wasn't a huge fan of Majora's Mask swords. I did enjoy Ocarina of Time making the Master Sword and Reborn swords very different, like side grades to each other. I agree. However, I defaulted to the Bigoron sword because I love claymores. Your favorite character is a button masher with Charade? Yes. Charade is very good. I think we have, 2 Charade fans. Inthafen, don't you usually default to Charade? My favorite Edge Master from any game was, Elysium, I think her name was. Was her name Elysium, or was that her map? She was the one who tricked Patroclus. She was the living embodiment of Soul Calibur, and she tricked Patroclus by appearing as his mom? Which, looking back, maybe is a little bit weird, because she was also very scantily clad. It's like, hey, Patroclus, you should listen to your sexy mom. Maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it, but you do enjoy the funny Bonemen. I'm sad they never come back. I always have the tendency to pick the characters who never come back. Like, my favorite character in Soul Calibur 2, Necrid. Stuck in copyright hell. He's never coming back. My favorite character in, Street Fighter 3, Q. He's never coming back. Ingrid, one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter Alpha 3. At least she's back. I need to do some... But I'm so bad. I'm so bad at fighting games. Like, unironically. I love them. I think they're so much fun to play. I will play them until I die. I am straight up trash at them. Never thought you'd say that was their favorite character? Which one? Charade, Q, Necrid, Ingrid? Okay, we're good. You're glad Ivy stuck around for all the games. You love the whip, and actually didn't like how she basically... You don't like how she... Yeah. Soul Calibur is known for its sexualization of its ladies. Ladies. It's got some sexualization of the women issues, I think. I would... At least, like, Maxie's kind of hot, too. He kind of wears something that's got something going on. I think Keelik is pretty... I don't know. How are we feeling about the sexy men of Soul Calibur? Do we like some of the sexy dudes in Soul Calibur? Favorite writing prompt. You're an ancient Greek man coming home from 4 months to war to fight your monster. Now you're a punch Zeus in the face. Zeus deserves it. My favorite goddess is Hela. I think Hela is my favorite goddess. Would have thought you like, since you like Claymore. Yeah, I used to main Siegfried, actually. But whenever I play fighting games, I default either to big monster guy or cute girl. I either play big monster guy or cute girl. So, for Street Fighter 3, I play exclusively Q or Ibuki. That's it. For Street Fighter 4, I play exclusively Seth, M. Bison, or Sakura. Eris, but maybe that's Sinbad. Yeah. Eris, I haven't seen Sinbad in a long time, but Eris's hair had its own animation team. Did you know that? There was a group of people who were chosen to animate Eris's hair. God, Sinbad, like, I'm so sad, actually, that DreamWorks... No touch! No touch! Dislike. I'm so sad that DreamWorks only did a couple of 2D animated films. And bless them for that job. Well done. Amen. 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 Your favorite Greek goddess is Persephone. That's a good one to choose. What's your favorite version of the story? Do you... I know that some people have a lot of arguments about Hades and Persephone. About how consensual their relationship is. Not that... Maybe I should be careful about how I phrase that. It's like, oh, do you like the version of the story where Hades is... No, maybe I should be careful about that. They've softened up Hades a lot. Yeah, and it really does depend on... Because it's interesting. You say they softened Hades up a lot. Hades was demonized and turned worse in a lot of the versions of the stories after Christians got their hands on them. Because Hades, as described in the Bible, is a place. Hades is the place where the dead go. And it's seen as an evil place. So Hades, the god, often got bastardized into being evil. I like the idea that's a love-filled relationship. I like that idea too, but I'm wondering how much of it was in the original. It tended to be very much a kidnapping, but that can be interesting because the other gods were always way worse. Yeah, and the thing about it, I think it's interesting because I've talked about this before. The morality structure is different in ancient Greece, right? They don't think of morality the same way we do. So for a lot of the gods and the like, it wasn't like they weren't. We see gods today, especially gods like Jesus or Allah or anything like that, or the Buddha, as examples. You were supposed to live by them. Persephone as a powerful woman. I think you just love being a male wife. Can I say that? Can I out you for that? I think you just love being a male wife. Oh, my double damage! So, for a lot of the gods, they were seen to be as perfect examples of their sphere, and not necessarily people to emulate or follow. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Hades was a homie? Depends on the writer. And that's another thing, is that the ancient Greeks wrote, like, all their myths and stories over the course of 100 years. Which is true of, like, Christianity as well. And true of the Hebrew God. The Hebrew God that appears before Noah is not necessarily the one... He doesn't act the same way when he appears before Moses. And he doesn't act the same way when he appears before David. And he doesn't act the same way when he appears before... You know, so on and so forth. So, like, people rightfully get mad at Zeus. But Zeus is the perfect example of a king. Everything is his. Everything is his dominion. He is allowed to take what he wants because he is the king of it all. And what do kings do? They take. The downside of making Hades really nice and making the Persephone and Hades connection very happy and essential is that you lose the appeal. And that's the thing, is that Demeter is a way more important goddess than we give her credit for. Demeter was one of the most powerful goddesses in ancient Greece. Like, Demeter, I have heard that actually, Jake, you brought up a really interesting thing, that one of the original points of the story was less about Hades and Persephone, and it was more about Demeter and the loss of a child. How do you feel when you lose your child to death? Because that's what happened to Demeter. She lost her child to death. Hades loves his wife, loves his daughter, loves his dog, loves his job, simple as. Incredibly correct, depending on the writer. Depending on the writer. I like Hades as just a guy. Hades should be just a guy. He is the most businessman that has ever existed, and I feel like that's way more fun. Hell as bureaucracy is way more fun, which is why the Chinese got it right. Motherly love. Demeter would have beef with Thanatos, not Hades. Depends, because in the story, Hades kidnaps Persephone using his chariot. She doesn't die. She can't die. She's immortal, right? Persephone cannot die because she's immortal. She is a goddess. But Hades comes up on his chariot and steals her away and takes her to the underworld and feeds her the pomegranate. She now can never leave because she ate food from the underworld. She didn't die, but death stole her. Does that make sense? Hades is not the god of the dead, he's the accountant. Correct! Incredibly correct. One of my favorite. There's enough bashing of women throughout mythology, and the Persephone story is very much about mother and daughter. This, especially in Greek mythology. The Greeks are like the original patriarchal, like, Western philosophy, and what, like, Aristotle, very important philosopher, came up with a lot of really big things. Did not believe women were people earlier than men. Thought that it took longer for women to become human in the womb. Aristotle hated women. So, kiss wife, go to office, count the souls, walk the dog, go home, kiss wife. This is the ideal Hades. He controls the die? Yes, but, as you see, Persephone did not die. She was kidnapped by, Hades. Thanatos is the son of Nyx, goddess of night and primordial chaos, and also one of my favorite goddesses. Have you ever heard of the comic The Loving Reaper? I have not, but if it's anything like Death and The Book Thief, I will sob. The Book Thief made me cry. Even just thinking about The Book Thief makes me cry. I might cry. You love Nyx? They could be sexist. Yeah, they were, like, sexism was baked into the... They were the clearest example I think we have of, like, yeah, that's a patriarchal structure. And so, since most of Western civilization is based off of Greek structure... Just saying. Just saying. But, maybe because the Hades games made her so hot, though. Yeah. Correct. Have you ever played Smite? Do we have any Smite players in chat? How many people have ever heard of Smite? It's a trash tier MOBA, but I love it because I love mythology. I know if Smite did not play, that's for the best. That's for the best. I love Smite, though. I will say, honestly, it's got Guan Yu, and that's cool. Amen. It's got so many cool gods in it. It actually really helped me with my love of Shintoism. It introduced me to how awesome Shintoism is. I'm a huge fan of Shintoism. I hope they add my favorite goddess. I want them to add Ame no Uzume really badly. I don't think they will. Maybe I should start a petition. Hey, Smite 2, add Ame no Uzume. Do a side swing! Oh, you're I'm sorry, Cobalt. We'll do that with the next one. Guan Yu. I only know a little bit of Guan Yu from from what little I've played of Wolong, which would be a good game to stream. Wolong would be a really good stream game. I should keep that in mind. I think I should stream Wolong. Maybe just the Dynasty Warrior games in general. I've never played them. But I think that would be a good... Do not go into the light. Do not go into the light. We have been here for 2 hours replaying the Savage Labyrinth because I keep going into the light. You still want me to play Sekiro? Dynasty Warrior 7 or 8? These are all good options. Sekiro would be a good first-time stream game. I highly recommend, if you guys are interested in mythology in any way, I highly recommend looking into Shintoism. Not saying that Shintoism is a mythology, it is indeed a religion, but it is super interesting. We got a lot of people who came into Coldstream to go off about the Three Kingdoms when she played Dynasty Warriors. The Three Kingdoms is so fascinating. I thought the Yellow Turbans were going to be way more important, and I can't take the Anti-Dong Coalition seriously. I'm sorry. The guy's name is Dong Zhuo. I cannot take Anti-Dong Coalition seriously. Especially now that you have a regular 9 to 5, you can stay up later now. Please do! I love having you in chat. You love Three Kingdoms so much. China, like Chinese history, everything that's going on with China is fascinating to me. Fascinating to me. You missed your last message? I'm sorry, Nikki. Let me go back. I'm sorry, Nikki. Also, there was a great issue where life and death traded jobs for a day, and while life struggled to ferry people away from the world of the living, death had grand time and even invented a new animal. I have not. I sent you a dub of the comic in the server that shows your favorite comic moments. Please, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will read those after this. The Platypus. That was Death's fault. We made an animal on stream. Were you there for that, Nikki? Were you there for our 8-foot wingless marsupial? No, winged marsupial. My bad. That's a lot of chews. Probably could have done that and then Hurricane Spin. He named it Big Chungus. China has been around for a long time just to build lore. I really like yin and yang, guys. I'm a big fan of the yin and yang. I'm a big fan of Eastern philosophy. I think they got a better handle of it. Is this series also a bit of animal activism, the sad series? Okay. Well, I don't know if I can... it's sad? Oh, no! Do these guys get weak to There we go. You can get them in one. Okay, this is kind of scary. Chat. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yes. Hello. Bye. No. Please? Easy. Easy game. Easy game. Easy game. Easy game. Easy game. I want them to continue Dawn to Dawn. That is the only anime that I have ever watched and loved. I want them to continue Dawn to Dawn. I know the manga is still going, but I'm mad at the manga. I'm taking a break from the manga. So I want them to continue the anime. But unfortunately, Science Saru is stuck doing Ghost in the Shell. I don't care how classic Ghost in the Shell is, it's not Dawn to Dawn. Ow. It's dark in here. It's dark in here. It's kind of weird growing up in such a country. We don't have a millennial history. Well, yeah, it's like how Xi Jinping showed Donald Trump those 300-year-old trees. It's like, yeah, our country is young. But that means we get to lore build in real time. Hi, European Robin fan. How are you doing? How are you feeling? You took your bird medicine? Very good. Very good. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Chat's hopping tonight. What are you guys doing on a Thursday night? Why are you all here on a Thursday night? Does the Animal Crossing movie... Animal Crossing has a movie? Go back. I don't like where our lord... Trust me. I'm very sad all the time. I feel that. I feel that. I'm very sad all the time. I don't know if I like the lore we are building. Unfortunately, it's not necessarily the worst thing we've ever done. And it is something we can come back from if we are careful and good about it. That is one of the things about being a person who has studied history academically from people who are professionals of it. You get kind of a long view of how things turn out. But yes, I am very tired of living in unprecedented times. I'm Canadian, I feel bad. Yep, yes. Yep, I mean, keep watch on it. I'm serious. Like, people, I see that all the time. Europeans and Canadians going, it's so bad what's happening in America. It's so good that will never happen here. And it's like, keep watch on it. Keep watch on it. You have to keep watch on it. Hope you don't mean the White House staff are on the beach. Definitely needs a recon, maybe another beach episode. Yep. Care. Indoor climate. Alberta is going to hell. Is it because it's hot or because of the... I know they killed all the rats. That's something they did. Yeah, indoor. I hear about Alberta a lot. Cold lives there. What does Cold feel about Alberta? I have never asked. I feel like I have a lot of things to say about the United States of America, but I will keep it to myself. Not because I am afraid to say it, just because I have very negative opinions about it, and I don't want to drag the mood down. You really appreciate you. Most of your sleepless nights are such because I don't want to sleep while depressed. Well, with you, I have to... Aw, thank you so much. Nikki! That's so sweet! I'm trying my best, okay? I'm sorry that you aren't feeling good, but hopefully that you feel a little bit better while you're here. Just been informed today is the 10-year anniversary of Harambe's death. That's where everything went wrong. Like, that is straight up where everything went wrong. You should go to bed. I come back tonight, scold me. You have it. I have it. I have it. I will be unrelentingly rude to you if I see you in this chat again. Believe it or not, I did not plan for this stream to take longer than like 3 hours, so we might be here for a while. That's said to be the defining point of the timeline we're on. Yep. 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 Everything fell apart when Harambe died. Okay, you guys need to back up. I still think it's like 2020, guys. COVID has permanently ruined my sense of time. This is not, like, unique. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. It's so much better to get the helm splitter first than the back slice. Because you can get both pieces of armor in one. Okay. Sorry, I had to lock in for a second. Now I can be distracted. You will try to draw everyone's favorite bird? That's sweet of you, European Robin fan. Are you going to put that in the art channel on the Discord? Please put that in the art channel on the Discord. We need more art in there. Big fan of ravens. We already have a favorite bird in chat. Put that in the art channel in the Discord if you would. I love that. I love that. I want the art channel to get more love. Maybe I should go start making, like, trash things in Microsoft Paint for the art channel. I need to lead by example. Okay, I should just use the boomerang more often. It's just the best item. This sucks! I'm scared! I'm terrified! Ah! I got too big for my britches there. I got too big for my britches there. Cold has been turning my MSP trash into notes like this one. That's so good. That's so good. I need unique emotes. Why is she so smart? That's not fair. That's so good. Redeads are cool. You like them? 7 stream. I think they're scary. I don't know how I would post it, but music count as art channel fodder? Yes, it does. Music count as art channel fodder. I would love... You need to make more emotes. I need to have emotes, just in general. I need to have emotes, just in general. I need branding, chat. Believe it or not, I need branding. Oh, I stabbed him in the armpit. I really like the black armor. Sorry, I'm so basic. I love black armor a lot. Black and red is so cool, guys. These guys are like weird devil men. You can do MS Paint. Might be easier than to keep the emotes simple. Indeed, I could probably do some MS Paint emotes. I say with confidence that I should not have. What is that? The Dunning-Kruger effect? Music counts as art? Amen. If you got music, if you make music, put it in the art channel. Put everything you create in the art channel, guys. I am voracious. I love art. I will devour anything you put in there. Yours are MS Paint. See, Cobalt's got the sauce. You should see some of Cobalt's stuff. I love Cobalt's end in starting soon screens, which I was gonna ask you about, Rook, actually. And it's out of here. Oh! Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. The goofy, simple ones I'm doing actually read very clearly. They do. I didn't realize that those were done. I was like, oh, yeah, Colt has unique. I need to figure out how to do unique, how does one do, like, unique channel alerts? What were you going to ask? You just got back from an ad. Oh, I was going to ask about starting soon and ending soon screens, Rook. That's what I was going to ask about, because I want to have some cute things for B, so that when I'm talking about stuff, I'm not just floating in a black void. I'm not just floating in a... I'm not a puppet in a black void. Dunning-Kruger effect is the opposite of imposter syndrome, and I love it. I love being confident about things that I have no reason to be confident about. And then I love having no confidence in things that I should be confident about. You feel like your art is garbage, even if it's considered good? Ah. Classic imposter syndrome. Look at these guys. What the freak is going on over there? Hey, these guys look awesome. A little scary, though, that they're all here. Can you guys deal with each other? Swing. This might be a problem. Maybe I shouldn't have aggroed all four of them? Yes? No? You hate your art sometimes? Yeah, I think yeah. Rook, do you feel that way too? Does everybody in the art feel like they hate their art sometimes? Everybody in the art? Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. Less nice, but still nice. Okay. I think one of them is still armed with helmet. Okay. We're just gonna get through this slowly. Okay, they're gonna... We can do this. We're good. We're good. Ow! Okay, someone's still getting hit over the head. Ow, jerk. I need to get behind you guys. Okay. I need to lock onto one with a sword, please. Okay, this one's out of armor. These Dark Knights are scary. These guys are rough. I feel like these guys are much harder than the ones in Twilight Princess. Because you have to interact with their gimmick, actually. Ow, my bad. Okay. Smack in the face. Okay. I didn't get their armor, but I did hit them. Oh, nice. Okay. Can't get around it. I always describe art as a thing that impresses me sometimes that I hate, but I can't stop doing it. Yep. The creative process is glory. Greatest process. I like listening to what I make, but I never feel like it's actually good. Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like... I love making things. I love being in things. I love acting. I love voice acting. I love, I actually really enjoyed editing. I had a ton of fun editing. And then I look at it afterwards, I'm done with it, and I'm like, this is really fun for me. I really like what I did here. But then I'm like, will anyone else like it? And that's kind of like the point of what I do to create, is to entertain other people. And then I'm like, oh, dang. Oh, dang. The thing I created it's not going to entertain anyone else. It's only for me. It's only for me. All right. Our prize. For me. Chat, it took us 2 hours to get that. It took us 2 hours to get that. There's more. I don't think there's more. No, I'm kidding. This is the end. You almost got me there. You almost got me there. I was like, no. And then I just ran to the... So, like, if I had to go back down, I would have been very sad. You enjoy your art, but it feels like it takes you way too long to get to the point that I like it. Yeah... That feels like perfectionism. I have a perfectionist streak, too. I want it to be good, awesome all the time. I want it to be perfect. We could all do something and be like, wait, go back, no! What have you done? It would have been the first time. It would not have been the first time. Yes! I would love to fight you again, old man. Let's turn this old man inside out. Very good. Very good. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2. Ah! Too big for my britches, chat. Okay, we just have to never get hit again. Isn't that right, chat? Okay. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm really bad at this. Name one perfect thing I've made? Nothing. Nothing. But, if I tried to make everything I make perfect, I would never make in the first place. And I would rather make than not. It's a dilemma. I feel like this is gonna have to take more focus than the Cave of Ordeals. Or the Savage Labyrinth, my bad. My bad. More often than not, good enough is good enough. And the thing is that, like... So, have you guys ever seen The Witch? Okay, see, I got hit because I was distracted, but this is important. Have you guys seen The Witch with Anya Taylor-Joy? I don't remember the director's name. I don't remember the name of the director. He recently directed Nosferatu. Generally considered pretty ding-dang good. Robert Eggers, I think his name is. Robert Eggers. I get him really confused with the movie film critic guy. Perfect is the enemy of done. That's good. That's good. That's good. Did you say that, or is that Buddha? Did you just drop fire in the chat, or is that someone else's fire that you dropped? But in the director commentary of The Witch is generally considered to be like an amazing directorial debut because it's his first movie. It's his first movie. And all he talks about in the directorial commentary is how much he hates that freaking movie. Even though The Witch is considered by all accounts quite a good horror movie. Your dad told you that? 5 cheers for Rook's dad. I'm gonna take another nap. Good night, Cobalt. Good night, Cobalt. Thank you for coming in. I always appreciate when you do. You and Nikki, go to sleep. Oh, big stretch right now! Ah! You gonna go draw now? I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in to say hello. I don't know if you're gonna have me on in the background or if you're gonna... No, you use your tablet, don't you? So you gotta use your tablet to draw. I suck. I suck balls. So, I think about that whenever I think about... You're going to use another tablet for art? Oh, and your many new styluses, right? Your many new styluses. Alright, I gotta get to 300, I think, for a piece of heart. 300 for a piece of heart? Yes? No? Maybe? Your 5 styluses. You should have them all be for a different color. Yeah, he just said hit for 300. I mean, we got halfway there before I got distracted by Robert Egger. Oh my gosh! I hate you, Orca. This sucks. I'm really bad at this. I don't know if I should take the parries or if they're like too risky. See, like, what? I want to game his AI. How does he choose to hit me? My man could take the Master Sword like a champ, though. I'm hitting him, like, head on, in the head, and body, and, like, all of his flab there. My man does not care. I mean, sure, he's blocking most of them, but we helm splitter this guy. Like that! Like that! We cut his head in half! He's officially stronger than most enemies in this game. Use your pink one mainly for a lot of your art? That makes sense. Pink is a good color for art. It's a smart sword. It doesn't hurt friendlies. Huh. I didn't know they made those. I'm probably not going to get through this one, chat. We're probably going to have to retry. Jake made me laugh. You can blame Jake. See, you want to get the parry, or the... You want to get the parries because you want the double progress. How come jump attacks don't give double progress? Parries should be 3. They should make this easier for me, a grown adult. That's a reference to the Philips CDI link, by the way? No way. No way. Should I play the CDI games on here? How many of y'all would like to see me play the CDI games? You must go to sleep. It has been fun. Good night. Don't forget to save. Oh my gosh. Holy bejesus, you're so right. Thank you. Thank you. No, wait! I wanted to continue playing! Whoops. Let's go back. Let's go back in. Let's go back in. Probably not. They're excruciating in their game design, but that's where the comedy comes from. That's where the content comes. The cutscenes can be that's where the comedy and the content comes from. Alright, let's go back in. Let's retry. I didn't mean to leave. But at least we saved. I'm gonna save again just to be sure. This is the Sword of Evil's Bane, not the Sword of Indiscriminate Killing. Yeah, I guess. Shooting your little brother to see if friendly fire is enabled at the shooting range. Yeah. I bet that has a happy ending. I bet that has a happy ending. I haven't gone to a shooting range in a long time. I want to shoot my bow again, but I broke all my arrows. I broke all my arrows, chat. I want to shoot my bow again. Lo, fight me, old man. I'm trying to fight you. That's where the comedy is, chat. Everybody knows that I have a high tolerance for frustration. It's one of my few talents. Everybody knows I am very good at being frustrated. Come on, do a thing. Come on, old man, I'm ready for you. That's right. You're nothing to me. You're nothing to me. I've killed, like, monsters at least 2 times your size. Maybe even 3 times. Ow! My hubris. Okay. Get serious. Get serious. Lock in, brother. There's still so many heart pieces we have to collect, chat. There's still so many heart pieces we have to collect. I am not close to having as many as I need. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not close. I am somewhat close. Yeah! We're good. Do a thing. I feel like sometimes he gets stuck in corners, and I really dislike that. I wish he wasn't so, like, scrungly about it. I wish he was more stationary, I should say. I don't like that he can get lost. He pushed me. I thought he usually goes for a hit after the push. Was I wrong? I don't know. Oh, that could have been bad. I can take one more hit. So we should get to 200 before I take another hit. That would be smart allocation of resources, I think. Well, of course, the best thing would be to not get hit again at all. But it's me, so we should be realistic and honest with ourselves. That would be also the good thing to do. Jump attack. Come here. Can he get hit multiple times during a spinning attack? I don't know. No, he cannot. I wonder if he just gets absolutely... I don't think we can. We can't hurricane spin in this, guys. I was like, does he get absolutely obliterated by a hurricane spin? But we don't have magic. No magic. So no hurricane spin. Oh, that was almost bad. It was lucky I was backpedaling there. Halfway there. How exciting. This is the best minigame ever. It's very exciting. It's not stress-inducing at all. And it's great content. Because I am totally allowed to think about other things. Come here. Yes. No! Okay. I thought I was gonna get hit. I was very sad. See, like, I don't know when it's safe. I don't know what your AI is determined by, old man. Yep, see, I don't know. I don't know when it's safe. Because sometimes it's not safe. I just have to I have to hope I'm far enough away that if I bounce off his stick, I don't get hit. Maybe, does he get more aggressive the higher you go up? It looks like it, doesn't it? And if he gets more aggressive the higher he goes up, I can maybe get more parries in, but that's risk. And I have one hit left. So really, the safe thing to do would be to smack him every single time he swings, because that's why. And to be, like, far away from him. I don't know. I don't know what's the... I don't know what's the correct move here. Camera got a little bit weird there. Okay. I think he is way more aggressive, though. We have one hit left. We have to be so careful. Oh god, I'm so nervous. I don't want to fail. I want to succeed. Okay, it looks like we're kind of holding each other in the center here. I'm fine with that. This is like when I beat Melania. This guy is as hard as Melania. Please. I often gaslight myself. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. Melania, Blade of Nicola. It doesn't matter that I fought her for like 3 months. But because everybody like mispronounces or misspells her name, even though she says it before the fight, I also gaslight myself into thinking that I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I am saying it wrong. Maybe I am saying Trump's wife and not, you know, the Blade of Nicola. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. I'm so nervous, actually. I'm sweating. I'm usually sweating, though. That's not new. I shouldn't say that like that's a new thing. Yeah. It's also really warm in here for some reason. Probably because it's been, like, thunderstorming all day. It's so humid, guys. No! I'm so sad! If you beat him enough time, he goes to beat Ganon for you! I want him to do that really bad, actually. No, I feel like I could beat Ganon. I feel like I could beat Ganon. I need Ganon to beat this guy for me. Like rock, paper, scissors. Like rock, paper, scissors. I beat Ganon. Ganon beats Orca. Orca beats me. This is the way. This is the truth. He's more the final boss. Oh my gosh. I got to like 290 something. I was so close. I was so close. I'm so sad, you stupid old man. Let me win! I'm a good little boy! You love good little boys! I literally went to go save my sister! I'm spamming jump attacks now because it seems to like it seems to interrupt his groove. This is the I think this is the way. Chat, is this the strat? Chat, is that the strat? You can do nothing against my relentless assault! Environment. Can he do anything against this? It seems pretty good. Yeah, it seems like it's doing something that he can't. You cannot sustain yourself against my relentless assault. Oh, but it really dislikes the corners of the rooms. You're nothing to me, old man. Look at that. That's not bad. Yeah, he's just, he can't do anything against it. It's because it seems like the jump attack actually resets his guard. Like if he's gonna go do an attack, he gets interrupted by the jump attack. Screw you, man. I got the secret techniques. I can abuse your AI. I can abuse your AI. You're nothing to me. Oh god, that is brutally effective. Bad news, heart piece is at 500! You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I refuse to believe that, bad Juju McGumbo. Incorrect. 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 We're manifesting it, chat. Heart piece at 300. Heart piece at 300, chat. DashCon 2026 heart piece at... Get in the corner, old man. Get in the corner, old man. The future is now and you're not in it. Come here. I mean, we could probably take this to 500. This seems to be the strat. This seems to be the strat. Shouldn't you go to bed? Don't you have work tomorrow, Zareth? But I don't need a rupee! If we push to 500 now, do we get the heart piece? Or do we have to push to 500 after? You're working on it? Well, I apologize. I apologize. Not sure, might as well try? Indeed. That's what I'm worried about, is that it's like... I wonder... No, of course the better thing... Alright, gotta commit to sleep. I believe in you. Go to bed. Get out of here. I'm tired of you being in my stream. Go to bed. Everybody who needs to sleep, go to sleep right now. It's not your fault I stream at goblin hours. At gremlin hours. Come. Out of the corner. I should have taken that parry. Okay. Because he doesn't say enough. Okay. He's getting more aggressive. And that's the problem if spam... That's the problem if you spam jump attacks, is that eventually you just jump right past him, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. Whatever, I don't make the rules. I'm so hoping he's gonna be like, what? You got to 500 too? I also have this for you. God, that'd be so nice, but I'm a little bit worried. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit worried that that's not gonna be so. Come here. Little bit worried that's not gonna be so. Easy. Easy. Maybe we'll just spam parries at him until we get there. He seems to be content in doing attacks every time. Oh, now he's upset. Come here. Yeah, do that. Don't hit me. I don't know if this is faster or not. At 500 hits, he'll offer you that extended boat tour. Oh my gosh, finally. I need a warranty on that boat. Did you know it's alive? That's messed up. I don't know what that means. Does my boat get boat insurance or life insurance? It's technically a ghost. Not a goat. It's not a goat. It's technically a ghost, so I don't know if you can give the ghost life insurance. But the boat is alive, quote unquote. Is the boat undead? Guys, is the King of Red Lions undead? He's a ghost, but he's also a boat. I mean, it's probably more like Shintoism. It's alive as in that it has a spirit. But to us, ghosts are explicitly dead. I think ghosts aren't legal for life insurance. Yeah, but like, is he a ghost? Or is he a spirit? As in like an animus, like a soul. That has to be different, right? Right? Is he possessing the King of Red Lions? Or is he... like, that's his boat form. He's anamorphing into the King of Red Lions. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. I don't think any of them are good. Curses feel like something different. Is he cursed to be a boat? Did he get cursed to be a boat? I thought he chose to be a boat. If he's cursed to be a boat, that is different, right? Because I thought he just died and became a boat. Am I misinterpreting that? confusion. Okay, so lucky that he got hit by that. So lucky we got hit by that. Okay, we got this. He's easy. Easy game, easy video game. I'm so hungry, actually. I want to get all the heart pieces I can collect, but I'm also so hungry, chat. How long have we been beating this old man into a corner? About 10 minutes, maybe? Maybe longer? Come here. Okay, now we just need to lose, right? Come on, give me the heart container. You know you want to, old man. 502, baby! Ah, you have improved. Take this. Give me more! Aha! Look at that! Life is good! We don't have to do it anymore! Look at that! Celebration. I need Gungan victory music in chat, please. Gungan victory music in chat, please. Life good. Okay. Now we can leave this accursed island, I think. I need, what do I need? I need Zelda Dungeon. I need Zelda Dungeon. God, chick tracks. Okay. Angler Isle should be somewhere around here, right? Right? Why do I have a notification? I shouldn't have a notification. Are you doing 100%? I'm trying to do as much as I can. We are definitely not doing 100% because I have missed photos. I have missed a lot of photos, but we're trying to get every single, like, heart container and quest, and yeah, so I guess, like, as close to 100% as we can, without the photos. Yeah, the pictograph has screwed me over a couple times. I could go show you what we have in the gallery, though. That might be fun. We need to go to... We have, I think, just about, well, most of the sea charts. Is that the... That has to be 4, right? I think the remake, remaster, whichever it is, so you don't have to miss pictographs anymore. Correct! Because in the remake, they give you the deluxe pictograph right out the gate. I did not know the pictures had to be in color for him to accept them, which I feel like is a smirch on black and white photography. I feel like black and white photography is a genuine and beautiful art form, and the fact that he refuses my black and white pictograph because they are for some reason less than is sin. Is a sin. It's a sin. It's a sin. So me and him are no longer friends, I think, actually. We just had differences of opinion on it couldn't be rectified. It just couldn't be rectified. It's really sad, but, you know, sometimes you just have... like, you guys grow apart. Opinions change. You learn a little, you grow a little, and the other guy just stays a stupid idiot who doesn't know anything. And should probably die or something. I don't know. I freaking hate him. So, we're just not friends anymore. You know how it is. You know how it is. Chat, I'm still craving Reese's. It's been weeks. It's been literal weeks, and I just haven't gone out to get Reese's. Good night, Rook. Thank you for coming in to say hello. I always appreciate it when you do. I have to get you on the wire so that we can talk about some beautiful things. Beautiful things together. Don't let me forget, because I will forget. I mean, you're probably gonna forget too, actually. I shouldn't put that evil on you, Ricky Bobby. But thank you for coming in to say hello. I am very excited for you to be more present. He's probably already gone. But I am very excited. How many? Okay, so this will be another heart container. That will leave 12? 12? No, less than that, I think. No? Yes? Thinking. There's a few pieces of heart that we need to get almost immediately, but you try to work on art while you watch. Work on art when you watch here? Indeed. If that is true. I didn't necessarily understand the context of that message. But I will appreciate it when you are more present. I think you should work on art more often. Definitely, for sure. All the time, actually. For realsies. I'm excited to learn that you're coding, though. That's a pretty big deal. Rook has been thinking about making a game for a very long time. And I'm glad that you have more time to do that now. Like, really devote yourself to that idea. From what I understand about coding in Unreal, that's exactly where you are in the phase. Like, learning coding. Are you learning coding, Jake? A lot of design, a little execution. Amen. Amen. That's where I... Oh, hey. Hey, did you know these guys are named Fjords? Like the boss in Majora's Mask? I did not know these guys were named Fjords. I am a lot in the same place, actually, where I'm like, I want to make things. I want to make good things. And it's just sometimes difficult to get to that point. Yep, Majora's Mask Yorg had many children. And they're the most annoying things in the ocean. I wish I could do art. I mean, like, I do art, but I perform art. I don't, like, do traditional art or anything like that. I don't draw. I guess if I really devoted myself to editing, that could be art. That's a form of art. You know what I mean? But, you know, because let me fall off the side, brother. Ow. I could have done this, like, right out the gate, guys. I did not know that. And that's my beat. You've always been the artist. I like your stuff. I didn't realize that the emotes were you, and it's very fun that the emotes are indeed you. That is good knowledge to have. I think they're funny whenever they appear. How long have you been doing art, Jake? Brett? No. I have ran into issue. Oh! I have no longer ran into issue. I figured it out. I figured it out. Don't worry. I love art. I love artists. I love people who have talent. I love people who have ability. I love when people create. Creation is awesome. Everybody should do create. Complicated existence does 38 years count? Might be more concise to talk about the pixel art I do for games, but I don't know. Yeah, that definitely counts. That definitely counts. If you've been doing it for as long as you've been alive, you've been doing it forever. I like that answer, though. I like that answer when people go like, oh, I've just been doing it forever. It's like, it gives me exactly what I need to know. It gives me exactly what I need to know. Where do I need to go after this? I'm looking at a list. I'm looking at a list, actually. So, this should make life better, since I'm looking at a list. Okay, that one's already got. That one's got. That one's got. I don't know if that one's got. That one's got. I don't know if I've gotten that one. So let's go to that place. Let's go to that place. We need to go to Stonewatcher Island. Stonewatcher Island. Oh, it's right up there. There's going to be a lot of switching out the wind. That implies you're ancient, but it wasn't that bad. It was traditional stuff as a baby, but then eventually get a computer and did black and white in the first one. That's amazing. I really like that, though. I would goof around on MS Paint, but not because I had any grand plans of being an artist. I did. There was a time, like in late high school, early college, where I was like, oh, I'm going to learn how to draw. I'm going to learn how to draw. And I got pretty decent at it. I have a good eye for detail. And if I have something to copy, like, not trace, I didn't trace, but if I had a reference, I could make some really accurate things. But I dropped it when I lost my journal. I had this one journal that I had all my drawings in. And when I lost it, I just lost all the motivation to continue drawing. For some reason, as an elementary kid, you loved drawing space, solar systems, planets. You also drew maps and mazes a ton. That's awesome. Nowadays, I know that's the autism. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the tism. I didn't get that type of tism. My tism wars with the ADHD, and usually the ADHD wins. Okay, we haven't gotten the treasure at Watcher Island. It should be much easier to get all the little disparate horse pieces? Horse pieces! All the disparate heart pieces. You drew your own OCs, and the thing, half of them are now named after plants or food. If the OCs are evil, it's usually poison. Which is why you need to have an Oleander! I'm telling you. Oleander is a good name. Oleander is an awesome name. I have a lot of OCs. I do constantly, I constantly build characters and writing and stuff like that. Because I love RPGs. And I love worlds. I love making worlds. But I wish I could draw them. I wish I could draw them. Then you guys could see how often I make the same character over and over again. I should just sit down and fully devote myself. You wish the poison got some. Yeah, make a good poisonous plant. Make a good poisonous plant. She's an Inquisitor OC for Star Wars. Which number? Give her an edgy number. This is Inquisitor Sister 666. I haven't. The Inquisitors are kind of cool. They appear a lot in the Dave Filoni arcs and stuff. Were the Inquisitors a Dave Filoni creation? Is that, or did they exist beforehand? They must have existed beforehand, right? Am I wrong? Did Inquisitors appear in Legends and stuff? I don't know. I don't know, chat. I can't say I'm too familiar with it. But I'm a pretty big fan of Star Wars. I don't like anything they put out in like the last 30 years, which I think makes me a real Star Wars fan if we think about it. That makes me a real one. Stop it. I want to show you a cool trick. I want to show you a cool trick that Cobalt taught me. No. Up ladder. Good boy. Up ladder. Good boy. This is an interesting cannon placement. Not what I needed to do. This is one of the coolest things. So if you just place the cannons, or place the bombs on top of the cannons, they explode the cannons, which is really neat. And it's really useful because actually going around trying to hit all those cannons would be really hard. And now I don't have to worry about it. This was a very neat trick taught to us by our resident Cobalt. Look at that. Life good. Life good. You don't have to go around and shoot him from beneath and do the objectively cooler thing, but way more annoying thing. I gotta say, I'm kind of bummed out that the mirror shield permanently replaces the original shield. Gotta say, a little bit bummed. Little bit bummed. I don't know how we feel about that, chat, but I liked the other shield. Where's my boat? Oh, there's my boat. Is there a treasure over here? Is there a treasure over here? I feel like, does Southern Triangle? Link should mount his shield, old shield. Yeah, that would be cool. Like a little trophy. In a similar boat with music, and then you've always been writing random stuff. Technically, you could say you're messing around with notation before you write words, but that's a lot less impressive because it wasn't actual notation. We're copying the funny symbols I saw in hymn books at church. I mean, that's where that feels like a real start. That feels like something you would hear from those old-timey composers. If it makes you feel better, everybody was like, oh, Mozart started when he was 6. But those were probably his older sister's compositions passed off of his own. Also, your favorite part of the game was having Medley run. I delayed that dungeon and kept her as a friend and explored a ton of... That's so good. I really liked it when she was there. I was like, aw, she should be my perma friend. Why is she not my permanent friend? Medley's a real one now. Like... I don't like that she has lips. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of Medley's lips. I don't like Medley's lips. Am I allowed to say that? But she is a real one. Does that make you a poser because you love original story stuff? But nope, doesn't make you a poser. You're just a fan. I don't like gatekeeping communities. If someone loves something, they love something, right? And it's like you're just not an OG Star Wars fan. That's fine. That's fine. People are allowed to love the sequels. I don't like the sequels. I don't think they're very good Star Wars. But there are some people who adore the sequels. And that's okay. They're allowed to do that. I think it's bad Star Wars, but that's fine. I still have my Star Wars. I can go watch the OG trilogy at any point, and I could ignore the sequels as existing. I don't have to engage with that section. You watched original Star Wars stuff when you were younger? Yeah, I think most people do. It's a cultural juggernaut. It is a cultural juggernaut. But I think, like, yeah, if you love that stuff, you love that stuff, and I'm not gonna yuck your yum. If you love it, you love it. It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? It's just not what I find super original. I shouldn't say super original. That's not the correct complaint. But it is kind of the complaint I have. I don't know. Maybe, I'm just gonna be an old man yelling at clouds if I get into that. But yes, you are not a poser if you like the new stuff only. That does not make you a poser, in my humble opinion. That just means that that's the stuff you enjoy. I'm not gonna go see... You like both old and new? Good. That's more stuff to like. If you like both old and new, that means you have more stuff you like. I'm not gonna go see Mandalorian and Grogu, though. Not gonna go see it. Don't want to. Thinks not good. Doesn't look interesting. Doesn't look fun. Reviews haven't been good. It's not gonna get me out of my house, guys. Sorry. I don't know if we have any big Mandalorian and Grogu fanatics in chat, but it's not. I mean, even Jon Favreau goes, I don't think they should have made it, then maybe you shouldn't have made it. I don't know. You're interested in Maul Shadowlord? You enjoys hot Inquisitor men? To each their own. Cup of tea. I don't find Maul or any of the dudes in the Inquisition that attractive. Sorry. But I'm not really, like, into men either. So maybe I'm just straight up not right about that. Only thing you know about the Grogu movie usually, which you do appreciate. Yeah, and that should be appreciated. You're right. Aw. I'm torn now. I love practical effects a lot. I love practical effects a lot. And I want to support projects that use practical effects. However, I don't want to support Disney or any of their Star Wars endeavors. Okay. You got me stuck at an impasse. I really like, how many people have seen the D&D movie? How many people watched the D&D movie? Do we have any D&D movie enjoyers in chat? Real? Yes, thank you. I really liked that movie. They also made a movie that I liked as well. Big fan of Honor Among Thieves. You even got the subtitle. You even got the subtitle. That's a real fan. That's a real fan in chat. You pirate stuff? Yeah, that's more than... I mean, like, if buying isn't owning, pirating isn't stealing. I fully support that. I fully support that. But if I am in love with something and I like the creators, I will try to give them money. It was great, more enjoyable. Exactly. Those guys. So, did you ever watch Bones? Has anyone ever seen the... Was it... It wasn't Fox, was it? Was Bones on Fox? It was, Emily Deschanel and the guy who played Angel in, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The guy who played Sweets, who was a therapist. Wasn't that a series about slavery? I think we're thinking about different Bones. Because mine is about forensic scientists who worked for the Smithsonian. There might be... I'm interested in what you're talking about now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Bridge of Bones? Because that was a documentary about slavery. You're distracted now, lol? Yes, I am also distracted. Sorry. Anyways, the guy who played Sweets, who was a psychologist on the show Bones, was the guy who wrote and directed that movie. And he has another movie called Game Night, which has the guy who voiced Nick Wilder in Zootopia and Rachel McAdams. I don't remember what his name is right now, and that's kind of bumming me out. But that's also a good movie. He's just a good director. It was called Roots! You're talking about Roots?! Is that the one with the iconic slave role? Are you talking about Roots? It has LeVar Burton! You're talking about the iconic slave role! Holy bejesus! Jake? You talking about my iconic slave role? Have you ever seen Eric Andre? Have you ever seen Eric Andre? You're talking about LeVar Burton! He was in Roots! Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. You're talking about Roots. Good stuff. Good stuff. God bless. God bless America, everybody. You've seen him? Okay. Have you ever seen his commercial, or not commercial, his interview with Lance Reddick? Lance Reddick of Commander Zavala fame from hit dead game Destiny. Sorry, the topic of the Hot Inquisitor, man. Merrick and the 11th brother make you blush. Why? Why? I don't think I've ever blushed over a fictional character. Maybe I have and I just don't know. What does blushing feel like in your face, chat? What does blushing in your face feel like? No, you haven't seen that in particular? Oh, man. You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. That's a really good... That is a really good Eric Andre skit. Have you ever seen the Eric Andre skit where they bring in a literal bear? Have you ever seen the Eric Andre skit where they bring in a literal bear? That's a good Eric Andre skit. I like Eric Andre's show, actually, quite a bit. I like a lot of the skits in that. That's a really funny show. He's kind of like one of those prankster types. And I have mixed feelings, actually. I feel my face is red and feeling when I'm embarrassed or in love. See, that's the thing is, I have no shame. Eric Andre is funny, but you only know the memes and clips, like you haven't watched the show. Big shame, the show is so funny. The show is so funny. But I do have mixed feelings about some of his sketches, because I feel like it's... I have a bit... I don't necessarily always really like... oh, it's just a social experiment type prank stuff, where the person is the subject of the joke. A lot of Eric Andre's pranks are largely not that bad, but sometimes he do be touching people in public. And it's like, hey man, don't do that to them. I guess it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, it's just a joke, it's just a joke. But the other person wasn't being let in on the fact that they were a joke. Good pranks, in my opinion, good pranks are harmless. And harmful pranks are only done against people who have consent beforehand. You know what I mean? If you have the person's consent to shoot them with a pop gun, do it. But it's a good show. It's a funny show. But sometimes I have problems. Because I think that people's autonomy should be respected. I don't know. I'm a loser like that. I'm a little baby like that. Did I just, like, overshoot it? Oh, yeah, I overshot it. Oh, yeah, I overshot it. I don't know if you saw, but we do have a Discord link if you want to join it. You don't have to join it, but I could send you some of my favorite Eric Andre bits. I could send you the LeVar Burton one, so you know what I'm talking about. Why I freaked out at Rick. Oh, hello. Interesting. I don't know if I've killed every big octo yet. Nice. Good find. Good find. We should probably fill out all the treasure charts, honestly. Have we killed the big octo north of... Have we killed the big... Huh. Does the chart show which big octos we have? Do we X off a big octo when we kill it? Okay. Look at all these Triforces. Okay. Boring, dumb. Triforce charts are boring and dumb. Sorry. Ew. Boring and dumb Triforce charts. Ew. Okay. I don't know if we've killed that big octo yet. Have we? Does it say which ones are still alive? Triforce charts, boring and dumb. Sorry. At least the sea is fun to traverse. Let's go this way. I think Cobalt said the same thing, though, that when Medley joined their party, it just didn't stop traveling with her. That's such a fun idea. I went straight on to the temple, but maybe it would have been fun to have a Medley episode. You got frustrated when you explored Spiral Island early and got nothing for it? Yeah. There's a lot of random islands that you can only do once you have the right stuff. Which can be dumb. Which can be sad and dumb. Sad and dumb and lame. But I was pleasantly surprised with the Great Sea. Then you found out later in the Triforce chart part of the game you had to go through it again and fish up the Triforce piece. Big sad. Big sad. I think that fish is dumb. That was a stupid fish, guys. Okay, did we kill the big octo over here? Guys, I can get a new reward from the NVIDIA app. Holy bejesus, that's awesome. Chat, I just got a new reward from my NVIDIA app. He's probably somewhere over here, isn't he? We probably already killed him, didn't we? Sag. So it does not tell you which big octos you have killed and which ones you haven't. Die fish. Cool. It does not tell you. But the ghost ship part of the game, I haven't done it yet. I want to see the ghost ship. I want to go see the ghost ship. I want to go see the ghost ship. I want to enjoy the ghost ship. Okay. I haven't gotten there yet. Unfortunately, I'm still behind. Crescent Moon Island is over there. I do think the Swift Sail was a good addition, though. I do think the Swift Sail was a good addition. Very sad that not in this game. You just gotta vibe it, brother. Gotta go to Crescent Moon Island. Crescent Moon Island. Freaking thirsty, man. Freaking thirsty. I guess we'll get there when we get there. I'm kind of thinking, what do I want to do after this? I was like, do I want to play a game or do I want to watch a movie? I'm kind of feeling like I want to watch a movie. Maybe I'll try to find the D&D movie. That might be a fun one to watch. Oh, I never noticed that functionality, chat. I had no clue that there was a button where you could check the day and night cycle. I did not know that. That might have been nice to know, like, several hours ago. Fascinating. Good find, everybody. Whoa! Oh! Yes. For some reason, it does that every time you get near Windfall Island at night, I think? It scares me every time that happens. I have no clue why it happens. I have no clue why it does that. But it scares me every time. Please. Let me get to the freaking island, please. You know, I probably could have fast traveled. Thinking back on it, Chad, I probably could have freaking fast traveled. Instead of having to travel across the whole ocean again, I probably could have freaking fast traveled if I was smart about my resource management, chat. At least we're not getting attacked by sharks. Again. And again. And sea hats. Why are all the enemies on the ocean the most annoying thing on the planet? Lovingly. Why are all the enemies on the ocean the most annoying things on the planet? We were talking about this, I think, a couple streams ago, and I actually want to bring it up again because I want people's opinion. In an open world game, in an open world game, do you think it's better? Do you think it's better for the enemies to be able to interrupt your travel? Or do you think it's worse if the enemies are capable of always catching you in the open world game? Or do you think it's worse if the enemies never pose a threat at all in an open world game? Because I think that there's a very real argument that you can be had on either side about the enemies. If they can't stop you from your exploration, then they're really just set dressing that you don't have to interact with, and it means that working on them, like, why have enemies in the open world at all if you're not even going to interact with them? I mean, an open world game running away should be an option. Yeah, and I see that, and I think that's true. But at the same time, it's like, if you can run away from every enemy in the open world, then it's like, why put them there at all? You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm of the persuasion that goes, I should be able to get away from most enemies, because I just am, I don't want to get interrupted. Like this guy. I hate this guy. I hate Yorgs. I think they're really annoying. You like Dragon's Dogma a lot, and they can be very lethal in that. Which ones? I've only played Dragon's Dogma 2. What do you think of Dragon's Dogma 2? Do you play the first or the second one? Because I've heard that a lot of people who play the first one don't like the second one. I don't know if I'm misremembering that. I like Dragon's Dogma 2. I find it very fun. I think my sister described it as the perfect... It's 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10 game. And I'm a big fan of 7 out of 10 games. In that sense, enemies are like a challenge you can engage with, because they're like a leave and retreat, and then difficult enemies can be fun. I think I agree with that. Dragon's Dogma 2 does a pretty good job. However, your pawns will get stuck. Like, your pawns have a bad tendency to get stun-locked by goblins if you leave them to it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just my pawns. But I agree with that. I have ran away from... Ow, jerk. I have ran away from a griffin or two. I'm like, I don't want to deal with you right now. You have played both quite a lot, actually. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? 7-star islands. There's a big octo near 7-star islands. And I think I feel about it as, wow, they really didn't change much or learn any lessons, did they? So it's the same game! If you like the first one, you'll like the second one! Huh. That's funny, I like that. Okay, we need the 12-eyed big octo over here. But it's funny how both felt incomplete. I've been kind of getting that playing Dragon's Dogma. I'm like, is there... Like, I love what I have, but is there more? You know what I mean? I was like, is there any DLC to fill this out? Your pawns just dive into the closest river. I have luckily been able to avoid having my pawns just jump off a cliff most of the time. Amazing systems, amazing backbone, great combat, and then you get led along and it just ends. Yeah, that's my problem so far. I'm like, is there more story, or is it gonna... Is this really gonna be it? I mean, like, I love what I got, but I really thought there'd be more. You know what I mean? That's interesting. That is interesting. So that seems to be the general consensus. I am correct on finding that as a conclusion. That's not just me. That's not just me being a whiny little baby. We as a community are a collection of wailing infants instead of just this one baby. What did you see of Dragon's Dogma 2? I have gone to Checkpoint Rest Town. I haven't been able to go in Batal yet. And I am working on unmasking the Sovereign. So you could say, like, I am really early. But I have gone, because I want to get the best possible outcome on quests, I have gone onto the Dragon's Dogma wiki several times, and they have the whole quest list on there, and the quest list does not look very big. There's plenty of stuff still. Good. 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 It's just me being a baby about it. Oh no! Oh no, what? Where's the... I feel like I died to this big octo before. Fast forward button. This is good stuff. A pretty spoilery part of the game. I haven't gotten super far, but I do want... Ow! I hate these guys. Sag enemies. Alright, now we need bombs. Yes. I really like fighting ogres. How are you familiar with Berserk? Jake? Are you familiar with Berserk? Because, I don't know how familiar you are with Berserk. I haven't read it. Another thing you know tangentially. I have read bits and pieces of it. I am not, like, to say that I am a connoisseur of the thing would be to lie. It is not a manga I have read. The only manga I have ever read is Serenity, the Christian manga, written by Buzz Dixon. I have never read... Oh, which Triforce chart is this? Oh, this is a Triforce chart. Oh, God. I just went straight over it. But I know Berserk. Like, I had a coworker. God, I love this guy. He was so awesome. He was a big fan of Berserk. And we would talk about it a lot because I was a big fan of Dark Souls. And Dark Souls is heavily inspired by Berserk. Heavily inspired. And Dragon's Dogma is also heavily inspired by Berserk. And ogres, I think, are the biggest, ogres are the biggest example of that to me. I love fighting ogres. I have so much fun fighting ogres. But I always make girl characters because I like girls. And ogres, most of the time when I'm fighting ogres, my lord. Hey, I haven't played, I should do a Total Warhammer stream. Can I just say, I don't like ogres. I don't like that faction. I don't own them. I don't play them. I don't like that faction. I think they're gross. Sorry, I don't like them. My bad. Did we do 3-Eye Reef? Chat, did we do 3-Eye Reef? Hello, 3-Eye Reef? Yep, there it is. Star Island. I think we've done that. Oh man, chat. I'm always... Yep, same here. I am almost always playing High Elves. I'm a big High Elf enjoyer. I used to play Dwarves pretty religiously, but I find them kind of boring now. I don't play Dwarves very often. I like Empire. I really like Cathay. I think Cathay might be one of my favorite overall factions. Kislev is really fun. Bretonia, sorry. Bretonia, yeah, they're cool. They're pretty cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool. No, I like the Fey Enchantress. I think Bretonia needs a lot of love. Honestly, Bretonia needs a lot of love. I'm excited if they ever get like a... For the lady! I love that all the peasants are British, but all the noblemen are French. I really like that. I think that's really fun. Keep saying a rework is coming. Good. They really need a touch up. I really like the Fey Enchantress, actually. And I like, I think he's funny. He's a good character. We should be able to play him without, like, wanting to kill ourselves, maybe. My bad. Yep, remembered it. I remembered it. Don't worry, kids. I remembered it. I remembered it. I haven't played it in, like, over a week, but I remembered it. I really do hope that they get a rework. I like Grail Knights. And that's pretty much it. Réponse de Lyonesse is your favorite hero in Bretonnia, just like how she's down in the Badlands fighting her way through. I like her as a character. I think the water mechanic is super outdated. I think the water mechanic is super outdated. I think the water mechanic is super... He's a legendary lord. I understood what you're talking about. I love that her hero, Henri Le Massif, is just Big Hank. Is a game full of... Yeah. I mean, like, back when it first came out, the water mechanic was actually pretty interesting and unique. But now that we have all the different faction mechanics of Warhammer 3, it's just not. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I mod the bejesus out of that game. I love modding the bejesus out of that game. Hey, why didn't he let me buy more, chat? Why didn't he let me buy more, chat? I wasn't looking. I think this is correct. Bum, 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 bum. It better not be you can only buy 3 a day. If it's arbitrarily time gated, I'm gonna kill Zunari. Okay, it's not arbitrarily time gated. My dear, thank you so much. This is for a piece of heart. We have to fill up the town with flowers. There's a mod I really like for Kislev that I don't think I could play without anymore. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called Guns of Erengrad. It adds, like, an entire new roster to Kislev, all based around, like, guns. It's really cool. It is really cool. Highly recommend. Good mod. Maybe I'll do a Guns of Erengrad stream. That might be fun. That might be really fun. For some reason, the stream I did of Warhammer got, like, the most views out of any of my VODs. And I don't know why that was. And that was very high quality. You even did the Bloated Full World map remake, the Old World. I love Old World when you're playing as the Southern Realms. I don't know if you've ever played as the Southern Realms mod, but Old World with the Southern Realms is so much fun. But yes, you have to have a lot of time because it takes like 20 minutes to get through an end turn. Like, my computer's pretty beastly. My computer's pretty beastly, and No! Why did I do that to myself? I'm not to be trusted around buttons. I threw that flower away. Guys. The classic blunder. I didn't mean to do that. I was talking about Old World. I do know that they have... I hope they do a character pack. I don't think they will. Because they did a character pack of Bathsheba. I don't know if you know Cleo from FaZe Connect. I don't know if you're, like, big into the more, like, corporate VTubers. But sometimes I watch Cleo, and Cleo did a stream of Bathsheba. And I was not interested in the Tiger Men, but unfortunately her stream made me want it really bad, and I ended up buying it. So, thank you, Cleo. Thank you, CA. I'm mad at you both. But if they're gonna do, like, those little character packs from now on, I really do want them to do Lucrezia Belladonna. I think they apparently have data mined her files. I don't know if she's just going to be a legendary hero, but I would love for them to do Lucrezia Belladonna. But I feel like the mod is really good. The Southern Realms mod is really quite good. If I could mod, I had a whole mod idea that I wanted to do for that game. I would have made Nippon as I imagine it. I would have done it. You were an established Warhammer fan before those games. You were more a Total War fan. More than fair. What faction is she? She is technically from Talia. So you know Fantasy Italy. She is considered the most beautiful woman in the old world, and she's had many, many husbands. She is from the city-state of Pavona, I believe its name is. You're not a Total War fan, but you do love Zangors. Maybe I should do a Zangor only run. That might be funny. But, she's from the city-state of Pavona, and she's considered one of the most beautiful and most dangerous women in the old world. I didn't mean to fall off. And what she does is, she's a master of intrigue, diplomacy, death magic, and poisons. She was a hero, a wizard hero you could have in your armies because of the Dogs of War. Have you ever heard of the Dogs of War? It's a very common, like, DLC idea. You like Total War Warhammer? I, too, like Total War Warhammer. I too like Total War Warhammer quite a bit. It's one of my favorite games. I just think that she would be really fun to have as a lord or hero. And she's really fun in the Southern Realms mod. You can probably tell that she has had many husbands because she keeps killing them once they stop being useful. And I like the idea of having a wizard lord focused on diplomacy. She was, I think, a Fey Enchantress Kip Bash back then, if I remember correctly. But I might find the... I need to find the model. I'll send it. You make her sound like Elspeth von Draken. The difference between her and Elspeth von Draken is that Elspeth is more unknowable. Lucrezia Belladonna is way more Italian. Like, Elspeth von Draken is super anti, like, necromancy. She has a dragon. Whereas Lucrezia Belladonna is super, like, she holds parties, and she does balls, and she gets married, and she's super, super, like, stateswoman. Either way, I'd say we need both of them in the game. More women legendary lords would be great. I agree. There's just not a lot of female characters in Warhammer. That seems to be the big issue. And I say that, but they have quite a few, I guess. Alright, another piece of art! Another piece of art. We're doing pretty good. It's kind of fun. You can just decorate the island. Kind of sad that we just decorated it with all the same things, but that's okay. That's okay, if I ever want to decorate it differently. My problem is that a lot of the women that were in, we need to go back to Rockspire Isle? Okay, fine. A lot of the women that are in Warhammer are written by people who were, sexist. So, a lot of them have, pretty poor character motivation to be the way they are. A lot of the, like, CA characters that we're getting, like, the Golden Knight and, the new legendary hero for Cathay are women. So it seems like CA has taken it on themselves to add more women to the setting, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with. Go ahead. I like that the armies for Kislev and for Cathay are mixed gender units. I think that's pretty cool. It's fun. It's fun. I need bombs. I kind of wish maybe they would do that and, like, retroactively do that with some of the older factions, but maybe they're not allowed to. Maybe GW won't let them. You know nothing about the Ice Queen lady? Other than I love Zarina Kataryn. She's really cool. Zarina Kataryn is a really cool. And it's not just because of the ice, tish. And it's not just because of the ice, tish. If I say it a third time, will it get a bigger laugh? She was also a character in the original Warhammer. She was not made... Thanks. She was one of the original characters. She had a model in the 80s, I think. And it was her sled pulled by reindeer. Lewis Carroll? No, that's Alice in Wonderland. C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis Witch Queen style. Sled pulled by reindeer. Though, did the Ice Queen and the Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe have a sled pulled by dwarves? What was her sled pulled by? Am I misremembering everything? I don't think it was dwarves. There was a dwarf who was driving it in the movie, right? Oh god. Who knows? Who knows? I haven't seen that movie in a hot second. Good movie, though. We do love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in chat. I'm choosing that for you. I like the Prince Caspian movie. I think that's my unpopular opinion. I think the Prince Caspian movie is fun. Mostly because of the Telmarines. I don't care about the Narnians, like, at all. But I like the Telmarines. I think they're really cool. I think their armor is awesome. The Brigandine coats with the, like, the Kievan Rus death masks. Oh my gosh. That's such a cool idea. I don't know if that's how they're described in the, books, and I highly doubt it, but they are so cool. Apparently, one of these treasures is supposed to be a piece of art. I don't know if I picked it up before, but we're about to find out. We're about to find out, chat. I want more realistic medieval armor and stuff. I think it's so sad that armor in real life is so freaking cool. And a lot of the times, it just doesn't, like, I don't like fantasy over-designed armor a lot of the time. Like, Dragon Age has some... I don't like the design of Dragon Age armor. I don't think it's very cool. I don't think it's pretty good. How many people play Dragon Age in chat? I love Dragon Age. Dragon Age is an awesome game. I don't like the armor design in it. I think it's pretty bad. You can't focus, you're distracted by the stream. By the way, I look at Merrick's armor, you think he's great? Dragon Age Origins, amen! Amen! That is a good game, and also probably a good game to stream. That'd be a good game to stream, chat. Look at Merrick. He's dressed like the Inquisitors, though, isn't he? He looks like the Inquisitors. I think Star Wars has some pretty good armor. Star Wars does have some pretty good armor. I already have that one. I have that one. Dragon Age is such... It's so sad. I'm sorry. Dragon Age, like, the way it fell off is so sad. I tried. I did. I really did try. Who's Creeb? I have to go talk to Creeb? What the frick is a Creeb? I have to go talk to Creeb, guys. What the frick? What is a Creeb? America's known as the first brother? Why are you calling him Merrick, then? If he's the first brother. I don't get it. Is the, like, do they not use their given names anymore? Or, like, are their old personas dead? Is it kind of like dead naming to call them by their old names? Or is it like because they were brainwashed to become the Inquisitors, calling them by their old names is a... Is that like a good thing? Like... Because you're reclaiming their old persona and their old power? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the politics of it. I don't know. They naming them the Night Sister's old name. It's dead naming them! Why are you doing it? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? I thought that was bad! What do you mean? Wait! Like, no hesitation. Yeah, I'm dead naming them. Wait! Hey! I don't know about that! Oh, wow. People call Marok Marok. Nobody calls him the first brother. Even his siblings? Even his siblings? Because I read about Masana Tide, and it was like a big deal that Cal Kestis called her that. Because she's no longer, like, that's not who she is anymore. She's the seventh sister. But I don't know if it's because they're villains, we can dead name them because they're morally wrong. Because you can dead name people who are morally wrong, right? That's like, that is that right? Nice, 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 nice. Oh, Masana is the 9th sister. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. I don't remember. I don't remember. Plus, naming people bad, even if they suck. I know. I know. I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke. I'm being facetious. I'm being ironic. You should always respect people's chosen names, even if you don't like them as a person. You're not a good ally if you don't support it all the time. Right? Even for people you don't like. Even for people you don't like. That implies that it's only based on moral purity, and it should not be based on moral purity. Based on moral purity. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just thought that was so funny because I didn't know that. I mean, like, I'm probably just gonna call them by their numbers then because I don't know the politics of it. I don't know like what you should do. Like, it is interesting to me, I guess. But I'm not super familiar with the like, do they claim their names again? Oh, wait, no, we need to stay here. We need to stay here, chat. We need to stay here. We need to stay here, chat. We need to stay here, chat. I see that a lot, though, where people are like, oh, this person doesn't count. This person does not count. They don't count. They're not a real... It's like, no, you can't know True Scotsman that. You cannot know True Scotsman that. Like, do not. Even if you... you suck with trying to think. That's okay. Everybody knows that my chat is the one where we collect the intellectual titans. It's because I'm so big-brained. No. I see that a lot, though, where people are like, you don't count as morally good, so you don't get the privilege of being acknowledged of what you are, right? And that's just not good. It's not good. It's not right. I disagree with that logic. I think that is not... I don't think that's right. I don't think that's good. Ah, this is a cutscene we need to see. Honestly, you just don't understand, do you? Open up your ears. Silence! I'm telling you, we don't allow postmen here! Be gone! Be gone! Don't be ridiculous. I went through great trials and tribulations to go all the way to the Forsaken Fortress and return with Mo's letter. Silence! Be gone! Be gone! Then please, be reasonable. Can you at least sign for the letter? Silence! Be gone! Be gone! Just acknowledge I was here! Please! I have a job! That's my best bird noise. How was that? I tried my best. Foolish man! Now you've made me angry. I cannot even look you in the face any longer, or I fear I must go somewhere to cool my feathers. Well, what a wretched, unruly postman. I don't know anything about any Mr. Mo in any forsaken fortress, and yet he always comes here bringing his letters. Does this Mo think I'll let him lay a hand on my one and only daughter Maggie? I don't care whose letters they are. They'll never reach her on my watch. Oh, we gotta go talk to the postman. They'll nickname the crow because his mask looks like a crow skull. That's pretty cool. But that implies that crows are in Star Wars, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the fact that there are crows in Star Wars. That feels weird to me. Where'd the postman go? Where? Oh, where? Oh, where did the postman go? Where did the postman go? Oh, where? Oh, where? Oh, where did the postman go? The postman go. It's stuff you run into a lot and it always frustrates you. No, just because you don't like someone. And no, just because someone is doing something bad is not excuses to dead name someone. All of it shows that you see one's identity as being something to be rewarded as opposed to it being intrinsic. I agree. Ah, it's you. I'm sorry you had to witness me fly off the handle like that at Maggie's house. I'm most embarrassed. That man just... never mind. To tell you the truth, though, I came to deliver a letter addressed to Maggie from a moblin named Mo. But as you saw, the girl's stubborn father won't permit me to give it to her. What a stubborn, meddling old man. Refusing to accept letters from the postman? Who's heard of such nonsense? I went to great trouble to go all the way to the Forsaken Fortress, and it was a most frightening ordeal, let me tell you. If I don't deliver this letter, then I am a failure of the delivery trade. But I have other deliveries waiting to be made. I cannot mope here forever. Actually, though, I have an idea. That old fool may not permit postmen on his premises, but surely he would allow you in the place, would he not? Could you deliver this letter to Maggie in my stead? What do you say? I'll do it! I'll do it, chat. Honestly, you young man are a lifesaver. It truly never hurts to ask. I shall leave this letter in your care. It's my letter. You got the Moblin's letter. This letter has a sort of stink to it. Take it to Maggie. Did he stamp it with his nose? Interesting. Interesting. I'm counting on you to put this in Maggie's hands. And I thank you. And I thank you too, Rito Postman. This is another piece of heart. This is another piece of heart. Sorry, I was just thinking about the fact that it took me 2 hours to finish the labyrinth of pain and suffering because I kept going back up. I kept getting distracted and going right back up. My bad. My bad. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the fact that crows are in Star Wars. Like, crows are real, I guess. What do you have to say? I'm telling you for the last time, we don't allow postmen here. Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. And little do you know, my friend, I am a postman. Oh, Mo, my dear, sweet, burly Mo. When, oh when, will you respond to me? True de la Doesn't Han Solo mention hell? I think he does, doesn't he? Is that, could it be the letter from Mo that I saw in my dreams? Let me read it this instant. This is Mo. I like you, Maggie, so much that I want to eat you for dinner.
Did you hear that? Those words! This means, I mean it must mean, can it be? Is this his marriage proposal, girl? No! It must be. At last my feelings have been conveyed to Mo. At last he understands how I feel. She wants to get with the monster. This is the happiest day of my life. Oh, and she sings a little true-dee-doo-dee-loo-la-la. From here on out, today will be the anniversary of true love for me and Mo. Oh, it completely slipped my mind. I must thank you for your role in this. To commemorate my anniversary of true love, I give you this.
I want to eat them? Yeah, that seems to be a pretty common. I want to eat them. I don't know. I think we should throw her father in the asylum Gaston style. Yeah, Maurice is crazy. We should throw him. What a delightfully wicked plan. I love it. Or whatever Monsieur Dark says in... No, I think he says it's something, it's depraved and evil. And then he says he loves it. It's a bait and switch joke, my bad. It's a bait and switch joke, and I ruined the bait by giving the switch. Alright! Am I still needed on here? Can I leave Windfall yet? Chat! Have I done treasure chart number 2? Have I done treasure chart number 2? Oh, I need purpose bait! What do you mean I need purpose bait? Oh, my bad. Have I done treasure chart 2? Have I done treasure chart? Hello? I have done treasure chart 2. Okay. I need all-purpose bait. Does Beetle hang out over here? Does anybody know if Beetle hangs out over here? Does Beetle hang out over here? Beetle. He does. We need to find Beetle. Where is he? Is he going in a big circle around the island? Let's go find him. Beetle. It would be just our luck if we went around. You had an idea for Wolfsbane, the name you gave Demon that talks on the phone sometimes? You named, is that a headcanon name? I have never seen Clover Pit. I still haven't looked it up. But it looks stupid. Well, maybe it was cool. I don't know. I didn't see it. Does the demon have a name? I don't know what Clover Pit is. Yes, it is a headcanon name. Where's Beetle? It says that Beetle be here. But I see no Beetle. Am I dumb? I need bait, Beetle. Beetle, I need bait. Beetle, please. Is he moored somewhere? God, he's got to be around here somewhere, right? Am I dumb? Please. Please, me want talk Beetle. Me need be by bait. Maybe he's only here at night? That might be true. Let me make it nighttime. Let me make it nighttime. I was right. I freaked out for no reason. I was right and I freaked out for no reason. Many such cases. Many such cases. I immediately assumed I was wrong even though I was right the whole time. Many such cases. Many such cases. There he is. So he does... Am I dumb? He's only here at night? That cannot be the case. Maybe it is the case. I don't know. I don't know.
We gotta cut him off, though. Please don't keep going. He has a tendency to, like... Yep, he has a tendency to do that! Let me on! Stop moving! I want to give you money, sir! Ah! Interesting collection of items he has here. I'm very glad he has all-purpose bait. They really thought I was going to buy more stuff from Beetle than I really had any intention to. I feel like that's too much stuff. I don't need to buy that much from Beetle. Realistically. Like... Okay, so we need to find the black pig. Get Creep out of here. I don't need him anymore. Find some all-purpose bait. Carry the giant black pig. Chat, I'm done. Chat, I'm done. This is on Outset Island, chat. This is on Outset Island, not Windfall. Chat. How could I have done this to us? My bad. My bad. My bad. Back to Outset. Back to Outset. Okay, I feel like I should have more heart pieces than this, yes? 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 Am I dumb? We need a patch of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. You know, we watched the first movie, The Curse of the Black Pearl, not that long ago. Pirates of the Caribbean is what I'm talking about, for those who don't know. But I have not seen the other two movies, and I should probably sit down and watch the other two. I just really don't care for At World's End. That is not a controversial opinion. I understand this. But, it's probably one of the major reasons that I'm kind of just like, meh. You know, I don't know. Sounds dumb. Don't know if I want to do it. Being lazy about it. Can't make me do it. All that fun stuff. But I do like the second movie. Do people consider the second movie better than the first? I don't remember if people consider the second movie better than the first. We should find the pig. But I like the first movie. The first movie's quite good. Pardon me, piggy. Holy bejesus. You're huge, brother! He ate the other pigs. This guy ate the other pigs. This is a pig eater. This pig eats other pigs. This guy ate the other pigs. This is a pig eater. This guy ate other pigs. This is for a fact real. Is this the... This is not... Is this the dirt? What does the dirt look like, Wind Waker? I think it's across the bridge. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. But I really like the guy who plays... Is it Bill Nye? Not Bill Nye, but Bill Nye. I think... I confuse myself every single time. Bill Nye, the science guy who died in Smiling Friends. It was so sad. But he does a really inspired performance as Davy Jones, I am pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's that guy. He's also in Rango! And Rango's a good movie. Rango's a good movie. Rango deserved more love than it got, for sure. Okay.
pretty sure I'm headed the right way. I hope I'm not headed the wrong way. All this working for what? Yeah, I get it, I get it, I get it. No, you guys don't want to mess with me right now. I got a big pig. You don't want to mess with me. You guys are ruining everything! Come on, pig, you want it. You want that bait. Get out of here, seagull. Pig want it. 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 Holy bejesus. He can go into the earth like that? Pig want it. You're too fat to run away from me, brother. You didn't do your cardio. It's good I bought a lot of bait because God bless. We're having issues. Yay! Look at that! Alright, so there should be 2 more? According to this chart, there should be 2 more. He gave up, his design wouldn't fit, so he left the side that originally had him blank. His design wouldn't fit? What do you mean by that? Where am I missing some? Where am I missing some? Sad about it, chat. I'm sad about it. Sad. I don't know what heart pieces I'm missing, like, unironically. I don't know what heart pieces I'm missing, unironically. I don't know if they're, like, treasure chart nonsense, or... I think we've done every... I really think we've done every mini game. There's only 1 heart container left in the game, right? Am I correct about that? There's only 1 heart container left in the game. And every heart container... Ugh. What charts have I not opened? Triforce charts probably don't matter. What about treasure chart 1? Treasure chart 2, we've opened. Treasure chart 4, we've opened. Treasure chart 5, we don't have yet. Because that's in, how you say, Wind Temple. Treasure chart 11, we got. Treasure chart 15, we got. Treasure chart 20 we got. Treasure chart 23 we got. Treasure chart 30 we got. Treasure chart 31 we got. Treasure chart 38 we got. So none of the treasure charts give... Your other tablet is lagging, but isn't as bad as the tablet I'm watching this stream on. I'm sorry that your stuff is lagging. That sucks. Okay, I'm hungry. How is everybody feeling? What is the vibe? What are we doing right now, chat? What is everybody feeling right now, chat? Man, I can't believe I'm still missing some. I can't believe I'm missing some. So, none of them are found by treasure chart anymore. But which ones have I not done? There's gotta be I've done that. Done that. I've done that. I've done that. I don't know, maybe I haven't done that submersible. I'm tired, though. I'm tired, though. What are you guys feeling? Who's still here? Sound off in chat. Who's still alive? It's been almost 4 hours. Who's still alive? I know Zareth went to bed, Rook went to bed, Cobalt went to bed. Daffin's still up. Hi, European Robin fan. How you doing? I'm thinking it's about time for bed. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think we did good work. I think we did really good work. I will probably, maybe. This is a big probably. Oh, my bones. Oh. I'm probably going to go look through the list and go to every single location. Finish this art. Do it. I believe in you. Finish this art. But I think it's about time we go to bed, chat. I think it's good stuff. You could add your OC talking to your mind. Like, in the art? Does B count as my OC? Alright. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. I always do when you come in. It was a big stream today. There was a lot of you guys, and we hit a hype train, and life was good. So, thank you so much for coming in to say hello. I hope everyone has a wonderful sleep and a wonderful rest and a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming in. Good night, everybody. Let me actually go to the thing so I can end the stream. Good night, everybody.